Cloudheart, I am your GM now and always on Cloudheart TV, and this is TABRA, the Tale of the Metagamers, session 26. We are halfway through a full year of playing, guys.
Old.
Yep. We have spent half a year together, which means I get to know how crazy all three of you are.
No, you don't.
Well, only barely. Only barely. Just getting to know it. Really. Is Damon actually here?
Scratch the surface over here.
I wanted to
Yeah,
go. Okay, I wanted to confirm everyone was actually here. Everybody, these are my three adventurers: Artifact playing Manja, Arden playing Damon, and Chospian playing Arnvid. And
Did it backwards again.
No, I said Chospian playing Arnvid.
No, you said Arden playing Damon.
Damon.
I'm being played by my own character.
The character is assuming direct control.
Metagaming.
You know, someone was mentioning to me
with all the craziness going on here, why would we want to play for a normal life?
Someone was mentioning to me that they had a they had a friend who plays tabletop with them, and they have to be really careful about not basing a character on themselves because they have dissociative identity disorder. And like, if they make a character close to themselves, they'll just pick up a new alter. And it's really crazy to be like one of your tabletop characters is to have just assumed control. It's like, hi, I'm Arnvid, and it's like, no, you're Damon. It's like, no, I'm not. I'm Arnvid right now.
You said Arnvid.
Arden, damn
Say
it.
Arden, you fool.
Damn it! Why did you do this? Why did y'all pick these names?
Look, you should have.
All you have to do is provide name changes in the crown store.
Yeah. 10 crowns to stop. No, it's a 1 crown. It's a 1 crown thing.
Fabulous point every time he gets it wrong.
Everybody, let us go ahead and kick it off. How's everybody feeling today as we go through the loading screen?
A little hungry.
A little hungry. Yeah. Too much of my talk about my Chinese food before I was cooking.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is my unfairness. We find ourselves currently within the roads leading to Theod and Gazin, just west of them, because our players have done some goofiness last episode and some really cool, incredible, heroic feats. But as always, mostly goofiness. All right, and I will go ahead and read off the recap first before we get proper into things. So let me go ahead and grab it so we can actually figure out what we were doing last time. Last time on TABRA, the Tale of the Metagamers, our heroes, having collaborated up an idea through Manja, defeated a far too overconfident dream demon, Greenbow the Winding Path. What they wagered, Manja was all his entire being, even his humanity. Greenbow offered the sum total of his powers from the Fae at first. Manja, disagreeing, called in Bahamut, the Mountain Dragon King, in order to arbitrate. Disagreeing with his first and risky bet, Manja demanded that Greenbow would become required to behave only as true, in spirit and letter, Fae, incapable of any evil, but completely controlled by the goodness that will now be enforced upon him. Unfortunately, whatever game they played, there was also a third party, Droder the Dark Elf, who was playing. Luckily, they were able to defeat Greenbow and circuitously navigate a negotiation that would allow them to get the results if provided Greenbow lost. And having defeated Greenbow through a clever trickery, a maze, and some knowledge of math, they bind him in Fae's nature to spirit and truth goodness. Thinking that this was his road to escape and become anything other than a demon, he laughs, thinking he will no longer be bound to Maban, only to find that he was quickly thrown through a portal, incapable of being evil now, within a realm of utter torment, as he is thrown back into Maban, the realm of 10,000 demons. In the 7th floor of the central tower lies, in the 7th from the left of 8 boxes, a scroll. And now that our players know this because the secret of Droder was lost in the game, and they received that from Greenbow. Inside this scroll is supposedly the name of the creator of Tabra. Done and yet not done with their mischief, the party decided to head down and strike some nails into ley lines, denying power to the new religion of Velt in Theod. Juniper, appearing as they nailed the first of these in, was honestly a bit surprised and headed off to go negotiate things with his boss back in the QA team, and handed them off to a different member of the IT and engineering team while he did so. Unfortunately, or fortunately for our players, he was a relatively unobservant IT member and quickly decided that they were working with someone of Energy Line and gave them diagrammatic acknowledge of it, and also passed along crafting menus, items that they weren't supposed to have. Juniper arriving, seeing the nonsense that they were getting up to, quickly made sure that they didn't have access to these crafting menu research options, since no one is supposed to have electricity or know how to control ley lines like electrical paths on Tabra. And they then played hot potato with the thing that they had already crafted, denying Juniper the ability to scan them. And with both switches, they turned the crops back on for Vorkin, turning off power completely for Theod, and turning off any interest in living in Theod. Truly, over the next 2 weeks, Theod will empty and its spiritual power will wane. Congratulations, heroes. You will never stop getting into trouble, and I don't know what to do about it.
To be fair, we were enabled.
Yeah. And we find ourselves having a calm day. It's 9:30 in the middle of the broad daylight. You're just standing in the road where you've dug a deep hole and nailed a dragon bone nail in and fused a little strange apparatus that automatically labeled itself with the town that you directed energy to. You directed some energy to Vorkin, and you directed some energy outward west to the other towns west away from Gazan and Vorkin. And this will have a permanent lasting effect in the area. I am Cloudheart, your enabler now and forever. Yeah. It's one of those things that, like, no, I'm not. No, I'm trying to be nice to you. You're punishing me with calling me out. You are currently
You're the DM. You're always the enabler.
Yeah, I'm always
Without you.
Yeah, this world doesn't exist. This world is enabled by me. Yeah. You are currently just out and about still in Velt. You know that your friends in the gold leaf goods cart are currently north in Costin, and told you they'd be waiting for you for about another week. And you know that there are other things that you could get up to eastwards, and you have considered heading to 3 Streams. But truly, the world is your oyster, and you can go wherever you want, heroes. What are we doing today?
Guys, do we want to leave the starting area?
I mean, if we're going to be hitting the gate next to the starting area,
I mean, we are kind of
we
dominating
might as well
here.
pop into somewhere else. Because honestly, we're halfway through the level system for this game already. And even if we overlevel, we're just going to keep getting stronger and stronger enemies. Might as well hit Gome.
Might as well. So, but yeah, I guess we are heading towards 3 Chains because we sent a package with the courier from Vorkin, didn't we?
You did. You sent a package over to Goldleaf, and Goldleaf will receive a shadow box.
Yeah, we with Dragon Knucklebone. So, but we decided. No, we sent that along, probably with a message saying, hey, we're not going to be able to make it with you. You guys have fun. Here's a thing. Because now we have to pretty much head south east towards Three Streams.
Yeah, yeah. I'm totally good with this. Yeah.
Even though chances are, once the odds starts to wane, they're probably gonna pick up on what's going on in Gazin, and that's gonna be a problem. But we did what we did. So anyway,
So I ask you.
Consequences are for non-heroes, apparently.
I
Mirabelle
ask you,
will pull it in.
heroes, what are you up to? What are you deciding? Where are you deciding to go? You can head down straight to Three Streams, or you can go a roundabouts other way. You don't necessarily need to go back to Arden's hometown, but I think Arden wanted to. I was curious about that.
I mean, I'd be all for showing them around. I mean, such as it is, but
Yeah.
and also maybe checking out those mounds now that I'm getting hints that maybe there's something more going on.
Maybe we'll see when we get there. Because honestly, we don't want to head back towards Gazin because that's just gonna cause problems. Theod is just begging for us to be labeled as apostate. Or heretics, honestly, it's probably the latter.
Anathema is a good word. Nice and
That
long.
is a good. And heading south back to Soulmere is probably a death sentence. Now, there's everything along the west coast and north of us, but I do believe we have to hit that gate, right?
Yes. It is at least at one of your quests. You don't necessarily have to go there. It's not something you're required to do, but it was definitely a quest you picked up.
It was a side quest without a time limit.
Yeah,
The sooner we deal with it, the sooner Velt can get back to normal, hopefully.
Yeah, there is. It is a gate to the World Scar, and they nobody wants to be in the World Scar. No one informed you what. They just all seemed kind of like they didn't want to talk about it, and all they asked you to do was go to the gate and shut it. They don't care about whatever's going on. They just say shut and make sure it stays shut. The door. We don't know why it opened. And it's like a grand, 50-foot tall door.
totally doable. Probably have to fight a giant monster. It'd be all right.
What's one more demon?
So not a Tuesday, but a Thursday.
Yeah.
As long as it's not a Monday.
It's feeling more like a Friday to me.
Mondays.
We're getting all relaxed, but something's probably gonna happen.
I always want to know in the fantasy calendars and stuff when they pop up. When people make non-standard calendars and crazy 8 or 9 or 10-day calendars, what are they? Because what are you pulling on in name though? What is life like when the weekend's only 2 days and the week is 10 days long? Man,
Fantasy realms, there were no weekends.
Sad.
Yeah, but there is a weekend in this world. You gotta have a weekend, man. Mostly it comes from Lord Zen, but the idea that people work better if they're able to spend what they have. He's all about making sure the flow of money, and Lord Zen is about profiting off of his wife, Lady Led's
That
inventions.
sounds so horrible without context.
Yeah. So his idea is profiting off his wife and all her inventions, and the ideal the ideal organization of the week is clearly you have 2 days to yourself to go spend money. It's not even a kind motivation. It's go spend the money you've made. Make it flow in a circle.
All right. It looks like we're heading southwest and we're taking the main road. That way we can
Southeast?
skirt
Yeah.
Theod.
Yeah.
I'm
Let's
sorry, I
go for a
didn't mean to.
travel roll.
Don't mind that. I'm looking at heroic abilities right now.
Well, that's a standard ability there, but okay.
Yeah, I clicked on accident because I just put the entire dancer setup on referral. All right, so
Oh, okay.
1, 2. Like, how much am I? We're traveling 2 squares a day now, right?
Yes, you're traveling two squares a day.
All right, what is my travel
What's
roll? A
with that
D6, right?
limitation?
No,
I thought we got
you should be
I thought we
traveling
got 2
4.
additional squares.
Yeah, you should be traveling 4.
I thought it was more 6 because we got the +2 for something else.
Ah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember what the 6 was from. But yeah, I do know I do know
Part
you're
of it
right.
was
Standard travel of 4 with us all having mounts, and
You all have
then we got
mounts,
the
yeah.
+2 from getting the Bard's ability taken back from the Dream Demon.
Oh yeah, like the literal boon I gave you for beating him, because like you gave away all the Fey gifts back to the Fey, and you received the one gift that couldn't go anywhere from the Bard of Belmaris, Serenade. It appears that like he doesn't exist in the stream of ether, and he doesn't exist
Yep.
on Tabra anywhere
I have a
for his
map,
powers to go
Eddie.
to.
Oh, sorry. Apparently, using my number board moves the thing. Cool.
Yeah, it does directionally, but all right, go ahead and roll me a travel roll. And
D6.
I believe it will be a D6, yes, because these are mostly open plains.
A 5. So I believe nothing.
5's not bad.
5, not bad. 5, not bad. 5, not bad.
All right.
And you got your travel insight things, right?
Yep.
Ingredients, IP.
Yeah. Like I'm capped out for ingredients, so there's nothing I can do, and I believe I'm capped out on IP as well. Yeah, I'm capped on IP. So
If you guys
there you
want to, I will advance the time forward by 6 hours. If you guys want to continue pushing on to travel at the expense of a malice, a stat debuff, you can continue, and I'll let you travel for another 6 hours.
No. There's
No?
camping out. Like it's just breeds 2 questions though. One,
Yeah.
are we doing camping abilities from natural fantasy?
We are, yes,
I
we
mean,
are.
camping activities.
We are.
We are doing camping activities.
Okay. And second question, DM, are we ever gonna do 0 powers?
I have not looked into 0 powers much besides the first time we discussed them. I was never opposed to them. I just have to do some more rebalancing. I wouldn't be immediately ready for it this session, but if you guys just tell me you want them, like I'm totally down for them.
0 powers are specifically combat abilities, so it would just be one more thing in the tool belt.
Yeah,
They're all on clocks.
Yeah, if you guys are cool with doing them, like I can set them up for next week. I just need some time to like rebalance the anime.
Okay.
So do we want 0 powers? Do we want our limit breaks?
I would like them.
All right, let's do some limit breaks.
I wouldn't be against.
I do believe you like. Where's the list of the 0 powers?
It's in high fantasy.
It's in high fantasy. That's what I thought.
It's in the same one that introduces like I think like character themes and other whatnot. Not character themes, but you know like
124.
The character music or something like that. Or maybe I'm thinking of Isekai Fantasy.
You're thinking Isekai. Page
Okay.
125 of high fantasy has the start of the triggers.
Yeah, 0 triggers: defiance, compassion, love, revenge, sequence, strategy, and synergy. And then 0 blitz, 0 chance, 0 cost, 0 elements.
0 elements is my favorite.
Yeah, and then 0 effects.
Technically, Blitz is the start of effects.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. I'll have to look it over so I definitely like understand it better too. So I'm not just like opening up myself to a mechanic I don't yet. That
It's fine. It's I don't
Essentially,
believe
everyone
we're getting...
gets 6 segment clock. You can fill it when you spend a Fabula point for Trader Bond. Every time you lose hit points, unless it's self-inflicted, or when your trigger is, well, triggered.
Oh yeah. So
Fairly
when
simple.
okay, and then like it builds up to one of these 0 effects basically.
Yeah, you choose your trigger and your effect beforehand, and you're locked in.
All right, pretty cool. So you like before each combat or just before period?
It is locked into your character sheet. You can narratively change it, but you're going
It,
to be using the same one over and over.
okay, that's cool. Like, and we get to flavor that for whatever we want. So yeah, I like that. I like that. You are currently like just sitting about um in the Kingdom of Belt, on the eastern side of this large mountain where you fought the griffin, and you're just in like an open field. Like you look off to the left, and you see like the tail end, like in the far off land, the tail end of a river, and there is like a large same settlement of just like human farmers. Like it's like a large like crop growing region, like different like grains mostly. But it's like a very agrarian, open concept, like a long rolling, like hilly land, and it dawns on you you've done a lot of your adventures in essentially the Shire.
I mean, yeah, but the Shire's pretty fucked up.
Yeah, the Shire was not doing well.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, what camp activities do we want to do right now? It is admittedly 3:30. It's not quite night yet. Like you guys could go out hunting, go out like attacking, go out looking for like creatures if you'd like to. I won't make it like a full combat. I'll just make it like a short roll and tell you like what you're running into.
I'd like to pick up Daydream so I can have HP loss once before next rest.
Daydream. Okay. Let's go ahead and do that then.
Which book is camp activities in? Natural?
Nat
It's a natural
Fantasy
activities.
over in 132.
Yeah, 132.
131.
Once
let me
before
get
the
to the
next
book.
once before the next rest, when you lose hit points for whatever reason, you may choose to have that loss. There's a couple other ones like double portion, which is funny. I love the idea of like you guys always asking Manja for seconds. Exploration. Actually, whenever you pick these, I'm gonna lean into a little bit of flavor. While he looks through the book, Artie and Artie and Damon get to look through the book. What are you daydreaming about? Like, I want to say like there's a couple of things that kind of like pop through your mind. One of them is like just an idle thought of home, or like an idle thought of like, man, it really isn't cold enough here. But what else is going through Arnvid's mind?
Thinking of back home and it being cold, I'm gonna be reminded of Subnautica Below Zero. Just try and see how well that lines up, how much the dev was inspired up north by it.
You begin like thinking back and like you never dove like for long periods underground, but there are definitely like like it's known as the Sea Serpent Coast, and there are a lot of elongated, strange, and terrifying monsters that you grew up basically swimming out with nothing but a knife to go kill. And it does a little bit map in your mind. And for a moment you're like, were there any one-eyed fish? I need you to roll me a check, a insight, open check.
Oh yay, my D6.
You can do it.
This is a 10.
Well, you tried.
As far as you know, there is no like weird fish anywhere like that is like single eyes. You're like, okay, like weird bullheaded, like almost like hammerhead serpents. That definitely seems a little ripped off from the Reaper, but you know, maybe you know, cut him some slack. Maybe the dev like there's only so many ideas. Like there's only so many ways to make a long fish. But then there's truly a moment where like you there is a creature that you saw out there that always like remarked at you that is like it was a beautiful sea serpent, with like a long upward backwards curling horn, like in like a big great crescent, but like it would arc backwards over its head and then up like a essentially like a crescent moon, but it would like slick back like slick back hair and then throw forward like a little crescent scythe over its head. Weird creature to fight, that the kind of the horn gets in the way. But no one ever really wants to fight it. It was so sleek and graceful that honestly people it would often spike through the water and then just curl in the air into like a curl like a spinning circular just like helical shape, and then it would arc back down and it would make this like beautiful chime noise as it did it. The immediate name like escapes you, but you're pretty sure it was called something like a an Indini or something. Like you're trying to remember it, and then you get like you get really close to it and you're like, is that what its name? And you remember its name is Indining, and then it just makes you angry because like that sounds like Dratini. Is there no originality? And then what is everybody else doing? As you guys have glanced over the natural fantasy by now.
Once Manja's done cooking food for the group, I'm taking the sleep soundly. Sleep soundly lets me once before the next rest, I can perform an additional action on my turn during a conflict scene. It must be equipment, hinder, or inventory action. And I'm like, yeah, I have pretty much nothing but inventory actions.
All right.
Or hindering.
Cooking is skill action.
It's fine. Like, here's the thing. I just plan to do hinder twice at the start of combat.
Nice. And then what is our local bunny boy doing? What is our rabbit man doing? He's no longer a bunny boy. He's defeated demons. He's a rabbit man.
Rabbit man.
Jackrabbit.
Also, the idea that you ride a jackrabbit is so funny, but also disturbing to me because it gives me
It's a
real.
jackalope.
It's a jackalope. It gives me real like, is a gingerbread man made of house, or is the house made of gingerbread flesh? Like he's riding.
Oh, no.
It would be like riding like a human that was horse shaped. Like you have to realize, like if there was just a mount that you could ride that was just Davish shaped, like that's terrifying to me.
And the horns too. With the horn mask that I wear.
Yeah.
Does that mean you have a demonic altered version of yourself summoned?
Anyways, combat lesson.
Combat lesson. Okay. So
Once before next rest, I can take up on an accuracy check or magic check for an offense spell. I can add +4 to the results of the check.
Okay. Yeah, so it'll just help
an ally. I can help with it.
Yeah, I'll say you got a chance to daydream for a bit, and like you're daydreaming, like just like looking off into the distance towards the nearest body of water off to the east. Meanwhile, like Arden is doing the actual job of like going and finding meat, like because you're just like literally staring off, and like they figured not to bother you. And Arden goes and gets the meat and everything, and like they get ready, they set up the tent and everything. It's kind of a laborious thing to live on the road. It takes hours to set it up, then to cook, then everything, then pack it back up, and then you don't want to walk for crazy long. But all in all, that moves you guys forward, and you end up resting, and wake up around 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
Can I see hype points pour favor?
Yes, let me let you see your hype points.
Wonderful. Divide by 2 plus 200. 396 if rounded down. I'm
Yep.
getting slower and slower with getting to 400, but it is getting there.
Mm-hmm. Let me get another one of those travel rolls as we continue to traveling along towards 3 streams. I believe, let's see here, how many more hexes do we got? We got, in our,
Maybe another full day and then
Another
a
day
partial.
and a third.
yeah, it would be like a day and a third, so yeah.
Wee.
We
Unless our guide runs us in a circle.
I'm tempted. So if someone wants to move the token, you can go ahead. It says I'll just make the roll.
1, yeah, go. I'll 2, 3, 4. I'm just figuring you get to following the road. 5,
So
and then
day and a
6.
half.
Yeah, day and a half.
So
About 72
cool.
miles.
I'm gonna make us 2d6 rolls then.
Yep.
1d6 for the first roll. 4, nothing happens. And for the second roll, and I'm assuming the camp activities are gonna be the same both nights.
Yeah.
I'll
Oh,
keep
hey,
mine.
treasure.
Hey,
A 1, nice. Let me go get my
Like I'm back to looking at the Isekai guy, and I'm looking at the witch pro class, trying to make decisions. Once again, I'm back on my bullshit.
All right, let me go ahead and roll a D100. I have a D100 table of what all is going on whenever you guys find a treasure. Because D1, it's not literally always treasure. What it says in the rules for traveling is whenever you roll a 1, it's more like it's more like an unexpected discovery, a joy, sometimes it's something
It's something new.
it's something new and it's something pleasant about the world. Otherwise, it's a
it's a
mundane.
random event from the random event table.
Yeah, it's a beneficial random event. Sometimes you actually do find treasure, and sometimes it's just like, oh hey, this is a beautiful sight, or like this is a new thing I get to find about the world. Like it's like living in here. Like oh, is that a slug? But like it lives inside a big gold nugget. That's cool.
That's canon now.
That's canon now. That is part of what you're seeing. You're looking down as like you're almost making it to 3 streams, and like you Arnvid get distracted because you're like you see a glint off in the distance in the forest, and you walk over to it, and they're like, "Hey, why are you getting away from the road?" And you walk over, and you just like gold nugget slug.
The gold nugget slug, everybody. These are native to dwarf lands. I don't know how this one got out here. Must have been a pet lost on the road.
Yeah, or kind of got stuck in a crate of ore. You know, like the banana spiders in Florida.
It's
Ooh,
possible.
Yeah. These things live off of Zenith, essentially, so bit of a cash sucker. I don't know. I'm trying to come up with the lore on the spot here, Cloud. I'm failing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't worry about it. It's my job. What you
Anywho,
see.
we want to take this little guy.
What like you do know that they aren't literally like gold nuggets. Like like a lot of foolish people have like tried to farm them and like track them down, and only in the last 100 years did the Researchers Guild ever find it worthwhile for their time. And they raise a colony of these without their like gold nugget shells, which you can do, but it's really unkind. They feel a little naked. And they followed them to go like as these creatures went and found them, and they found fool's gold.
Pyrite?
Yeah, pyrite. Like these creatures wait for the pyrite to break off, and then they use a little bit of natural acids to like melt a spot into it, and they feel comfortable within something shiny like that. and the for all the time and money and actuals in it invested to finally realize that these things don't actually lead you to where gold is was a waste of time. And that is
These are
what,
adorable little guys, though.
yeah, and that wasn't even what I rolled. That's you guys asking me. That's a tiny like that's a little treat. Let me roll a d100. Well, 60. You see by this slug, it begins crawling up a boot, and folded inside the boot, tucked behind a stone, rolled into a bottle that's shoved down in the boot, keeping the boot's like shape, is a drawn map of the location. Like it's a hand drawn map of the area near Three Streams, and like leading you a little bit further into Three Streams through the deep woods into the Gome jungles. Like it has a list of a few dotted spots of like not far off from Three Streams, and there is a little bunny-shaped person holding up two fingers in a sign of peace and like a little happiness, and like they drew like a little sword and a bunch of stuff, and you realize this is like your youngest brother. He was like a little baby before you left.
I've only been gone like I've only been gone like a month, so
Yeah. This is your youngest brother. I mean, like bunnies grow quickly. Like, this is your youngest brother who's still like maybe like 5, but like he stuffed like as far as like he's ever like gone or heard people talk about. He's drawn a crude map of like 3 streams and 2 other villages. One is a place of deer folk called Clacking, and and the other one is a land of like just bordering the jungle. It is sort of like a settlement of like boar folk called Montshroom. Like Mount Shroom.
Oh shit! The statue kid.
Yeah, I was about
He's
to say,
related to the boars, right?
yeah, we've got the anti petrification ability, or are we still hunting for that?
No, we have that. We prepared that.
Yeah.
We just had to do a green bow.
So
yeah,
it's a map by your youngest brother, Bolo. It's got 3 streams. It's got Clacking.
we don't talk about Clacking.
And it's got Mottshroom.
We don't talk about Clacking.
Yeah.
Why don't we talk about Clacking?
Yeah, why don't we?
Why don't we talk about Bruno?
What dark secrets are you telling me exist
Tell
in this
us.
place?
Give us the tea.
Going off the fact that you probably named it after the sound of deer horns hitting each other.
Yeah.
It is not a place for morally civilized folk to go. So the town does not talk about Clacking.
As someone who almost died several times on back roads because of fucking deer,
Yeah.
I'm willing to believe you.
Yeah, it's not always that for the reason for why they're making that sound. Sometimes they, deers rut for other reasons, being like, aggression. But it's definitely like a more like, people think that the deer folk have no aggression and no like uncivilness. They're just all like docile, faunish little like innocent doe-eyed creatures. But it's like, the truth.
No, I also like along the lines of it just being small town. One little thing has gotten so blown out of proportion over generations that it's the only thing it's known for, and nobody goes there to prove otherwise.
Yeah. I mean,
it's probably exactly like 3 streams, but nobody in 3 streams will go to Clacking.
Yeah, Clacking is also an independent town, as are almost every beast folk village is its independent town. and not all of them have major shrines. Some of them have minor shrines, but all of them are built around some natural significance, some significance or place of natural power. Not every village, but like a lot of them. It's almost like it's unheard of to run into a beast folk village that has literally nothing dedicated to nature, or literally nothing dedicated to their to the animals of their beast folk tribe. But there is
otherwise they would be nomads.
there is another strange thing that you know, which Arnvid doesn't coming in. And Arnvid, is it okay if I insert something into your character? You can tell me yes or no. It's a weird way to ask that.
Are you taking me out to dinner first?
No. This is straight
sure,
raw.
I guess.
Arnvid, you presumed, and I'm gonna say that you roll me an insight check real quick. I want to see if you fumble.
I'd like to choose to fumble this insight check and gain a fabula point.
Yeah, no, fine. Thank you for doing that for me. Thank you for literally taking the failure that I want you to.
We're going all in.
Yeah. You get the fabula point. And I'm going to basically make you do the faux pas of like, so how many? What happens when like a deer folk marries a bunny folk? Is what you kind of like socially fumbly like which town do they live in?
How does interspecies relationships work?
And Manja,
look over at Manja.
Manja just stroking his chin like, what secrets do you wish to pluck from my wisdom?
Both of you know that this is an incredibly funny thing, and like the humans don't know this, but like it doesn't work like they think it works.
No, it's just we're heading to these streams. I want to at least know a little bit about the local norms, not try and step on any toes.
A quick private note message to Manja. Shall we prank him?
No, tell him the truth. Let him make his own assumptions. Here's the thing. Gaslight him with it.
Oh.
Over table, Arden can't lie. It'll have to be Manja gaslighting.
Oh, okay. So here's the thing. First and foremost, if it's a mixed race couple, first you gotta first like either deal with your families and find out if there's any drama there. Like
there's always drama.
There's always drama, but at least it's kind of like, what's the level of the grudge?
Yeah.
Like it's Irish rules apply here. So, at that point, if you're able to get past that very high hurdle, the next one is you gotta find a shaman. The shaman more or less has to bless the ceremony, and using sympathetic magic, it enables the commingling. Right?
Right, but the major, more important part is, even if two bunny folk marry and have kids, it doesn't guarantee all the children. Like, maybe, like, honestly, half of the time, though often, like, bunnies that don't, like, or animals that don't want them, don't end up with them. But, like, half the time, even two bunny folk, exactly same bunny folk, will have, like, a tiger. Like
because somewheres in the past, somebody married a tiger.
Or it's just that like the beast folk aren't actually intrinsically just rabbits. They are representations of the animal spirit of the jungle and the woods. So like a family of bunnies can have anything. They could have an elephant. And it comes up, and the weirdest part of beast folk society that's not accepted by humans is if you end up having a kid that is an elephant, often they will just let them go live with the other elephants. Like, there is an attachment of this is my child, but it's like if a group of elephants comes through and says, hey, we're going back to our elephant village, do you want us to take the child? Sometimes they'll just let them. It's not unheard of. Because then they'll help them understand the pieces of themselves that they couldn't understand around people who weren't them. Yeah. So there's a very spirit of like all the beasts of the beast folk lands live in a very communal migratory experience. There always are groups traveling between them on road as merchants, and as like itinerant like shamans, itinerant like priests, and itinerant like warriors and fighters or like hunters. And those groups always end up like if they're trustworthy and they're not straight up bandits, will take in like young children who need to go to the next village, especially if they are themselves like tigers from like so they'll take in a tiger from a parent family of rabbits or like elephants.
Ah, I see.
So
The
they're like
grudges, the shamans, those are both essentially the same back home in Yarnsfjord, but this traveling to their race's home village, that's completely new to me.
So, like, here's the thing. Children is kind of like a communal thing. Like, don't get me wrong, parents have a say-so at the end of it, but generally it's not, like, you're not just this person's child. You are the children of the village.
yes.
Oh yeah, especially with the bunnies. There's no way in hell one set of parents could watch over all their kids.
Oh, the monkey folk are just as bad. Like, it's like, because here's the thing. Okay, as we're getting to 3 streams, so here's the primer on sort of monkeys, like on monkey beast folk. First and foremost, you're with me, so you're getting the friends and family deal, which means if you have anything you don't want stolen, you put it away immediately. Because the children would automatically make a challenge out of you. Because, like, every so often, if there's enough people around, or if there's a big enough reason, there's going to be a party. And there's an event in this party. It's like, whoever has the greatest quantity of items or the best item with a story.
I would
And-
just put this Zenith into inventory then.
Oh, yeah. Like, no, Zenith doesn't really matter. Don't get me wrong, it's shiny and it's cool, but it's not an item with a story. Like,
So my shields are a more
your-
valuable target. Since they're more obvious, they're also harder to get.
your fate
right?
stone.
Ooh, yeah, I don't want kids running around with that.
Stuff like that. Weapons are usually policed. Armor, it's like less so, but kinda. Trinkets, rings, necklaces, items that you might be clutching, religious relics. That let me tell you, there are some stories there, and that's maybe a reason why, you know, the human church may not like us very much. That's step 1. Step 2, if you do any sort of deals in the merchant boats, never accept offer 1. Haggle. It's not that we don't want your money or items, but if you don't haggle, it's not fun for us. You have to haggle.
You're in it for
Otherwise-
the love of the game rather than the profit, mostly.
Kinda, yeah. It's kind of not only that, but it builds rapport with us. It lets us
That's
know
a
kind of
shift
who
from
you are.
dwarves, but okay, I think I can handle that.
Lastly, beware the aunties.
I don't. I want to know what the lore being built here is. I need to know.
So, like, I'm pulling from Southern culture here. So, the aunties will absolutely swarm, and then he looks at Arden, you.
Oh no. Oh no.
Well, hey, that's what well, that's gonna be down the line. 3 streams, rabbit folk, a lot more relaxed, a lot less social distance. Expect to have at least 2 or 3 of the young words in your lap sleeping sometime by tonight.
I remember
Like-
the first time we went out in a tent. For some reason, you landed on my feet somehow.
Well, that's just because the family in general tends to sleep together, so, you know. Bunny pile.
Understandable.
So, yeah. But again, like, just like Arden, you're gonna have to run.
I'll be
You're gonna
fine.
have to learn to duck and cover.
I'll be
Like,
fine.
no, you're not.
Just throw on the mask.
Like, here's the thing, Arden. Like, they might be able to pick up that someone might have a claim on him, but you're single.
Like I said, I can handle it.
Now you understand the threat.
I'm used to it. Trust me, got matchmakers back in my home village too.
Oh no, and you're not prepared. So, don't worry, I'll try and save you.
If there's
Maybe.
ever an auction, we'll make sure to burn it down.
And that's how you get thrown out into the wilds.
Burning down
And
the auction.
Yes, the potential husband auction.
All right.
You, the fear.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
glance down at the foot, see if it's tapping throughout any of that.
I mean, that would be Manja's call because he's the one making up the making up the lore.
Not at all. It's 100% true. Don't get like, or at least it's true enough.
Maybe exaggerated, maybe twisted, but it is true.
Maybe overhyped.
Played up for comedic effect.
Or it could be underplayed, just disagree with us. I don't know.
Also for comedic effect.
Like, but no, like, maybe I'm lying about some of this, but definitely, absolutely, put your stuff away. It will
Yeah.
get stolen.
you guys are gonna be blindsided, but because I don't think truly like this is exactly what was being pictured in and like if you would prefer me to change it, I have other artwork. I have a whole suite of artwork for as we go to the bespoke area, because like there was stuff ready for me to use. If
I mean, we're
this-
talking about the bunny village first. We should be fine, right?
Yeah, if it, like but like this, like when I say deep woods, I don't think he was ready picturing what I was putting down. And you guys like it is early morning and it's like a beautiful thing, and like y'all travel for about 6 hours, so I'm gonna move forward, and then you travel for another 3, and you arrive on a beautiful blue, very cloudy day, and you realize, like at first, like the first 3 hours, you're seeing like a regular forest, and then the trees start to get sparse, but occasionally you see like a truly unnervingly large tree, Arnvid, and then like you start to catch that like you're not seeing the tops of these trees anymore. And then you arrive, and you're still in a sparse section of the deep woods. This is the beginning of the deep woods, but you now understand what they mean by deep woods. Let me go ahead and rename this section.
I'm guessing it's the California Redwood Amazon Forest.
Kind of. And now you were getting a
And those are the
sense.
small sides.
This is the beginning of the village, of the deep woods. Like this is like, just getting into it. And these are truly like dwarfing levels, like trees. Like these trees are
I always
like
figured that the main fields that they actually deal with is like one tree's worth of area that either they chopped it down generations ago or found it felled and moved all the wood and everything like that, and then all the houses is in amongst the trees, you know.
yeah, a lot of the houses are in amongst the trees, and honestly, you don't need to fell many more than one tree to build a village, and then you just kind of keep that area pruned, and that lets you farm. At least here,
The trouble is felling a tree.
the life gets the rabbit folk and the goat folk and the deer folk out here, like it's calmer, and like its life is different and more agrarian. It's gonna get different as you get into the deep woods proper and the Gome jungle. Like agrarian society may not be the best way to describe it.
No, it's all nomadic after that.
Yeah, the beast folk or the bunny beast folk have their their thing, and you guys are arriving into this nice rabbited region of 3 streams, and you're getting a sense of why it's called 3 streams. There's 1, 2, and then a big one near the main like central houses of 3 streams, and then up really high is the shrine and mound where he gathered iron ore for like way up high is the shrine and mound and sacred site where they gathered iron ore for the 2 twin daggers that Arden has. Arden, you are completely.
Is that a gate, an arch? Shinto, I believe?
It's not exactly the same. Like when you get closer to it, you notice like it's definitely not painted red, and it's definitely like there's like elements that don't exactly one-to-one match to an Earth religion, but yeah, it's close enough that you can even Arden knows like yeah, kind of.
So this is a spawn point. We can spawn camp.
We're
What a good
spawn camping
idea.
now.
Arden, you are looking like there are a couple of people coming into town. There are some like there's a roving band of like okay. Roving band of merchants and different folks, like a group of like 3 different individual sets. And I'm gonna roll 3d50 because I have a list of animals. Let's see. Let's break this down. 11, 29, and 39. You're seeing like macaw, like bird folk. No, macaw is like a
Now macaw? Well, no, there's the macaw monkey. I think
macaw.
there's also macaw.
Oh,
bird.
these are like parrot people, like big, colorful parrot people. That's what a macaw is. There is like 1 or 2 like very hooded folk who are completely covered in like series upon series upon series of beads and like very, very baggy clothes. They aren't showing themselves at all, and they have wrapped themselves up even up to their like eyes, and have done everything to obscure like the shape that they truly have. You have no idea what they are. You know they're beast folk by how they're dressing. Like the accoutrement is just like the commonality like amongst you. Like your people have very simple clothing and like very adorned and very like tons of baubles and bits and pieces. But you have no idea what creature there because they're hiding it. And then there is deer folk from the next town over.
Macaws? We haven't seen them in forever. Holy hell, they're coming really out from the deeps.
Yeah, like these are well-to-do, very wealthy, very colorful, and like very preening. Like, I like they wave you over. Like, would you like some goods, everybody? We've got stuff from like all the way in the depths of the jungle. Lights, truly, is this a human?
Yep, that's our token human.
Oh, you've got to try this. And like, he's like, try it first, and then we'll talk about money and stuff. This is a classic technique. Try it, and then you're on the hook to buy it.
What is it he's
Lon
offering?
just stays quiet and
first?
just lets them make the mistake.
He's offering like a beautifully like sheening like. Honestly, almost like actual like it's very reflective. You peel back the surface of it. It is like a completely star-shaped fruit, almost like a star fruit on Earth. But it grows up from the tops of like these are treats that are usually reserved for the bird folk who live at the tops of the Gome jungle, and they keep them to themselves.
But hold on, like as the resident cook, I would like to inspect this fruit to make sure it is fresh and quality.
The macaws think too highly of themselves. Go ahead and roll.
Insight.
Insight and honestly, yeah,
Insight.
Yeah, insight. It's a difficulty 8.
I was checking to see if I had a title in association with cooking.
Yeah.
I don't.
Oh yeah, we do. Cafe
You
connoisseur.
should.
Yeah.
Oh, I do. Cafe Connoisseur. Thank you for pointing that out. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna add that. Equip that.
This is what happens when titles aren't alphabetical. Oh
Yeah.
well.
All right. Insight. You said.
Insight.
All right. Question. As a cook, can I get any other bonuses to this? Or would this just be more like? Better question would be: has Manja worked with this fruit before?
That's why the difficulty was lower. Like the difficulty is like an 8. Like honestly, because like
Okay.
I'm pretty confident that you know your stuff. Like, yeah, this is good ingredient, and like the macaws are very proud of themselves. And you know, the macaws are already kind of preening folk, but they're showing off how nice their fruit is. Like look at how well we've cultivated them.
I stop and I go like, how much?
Well, you know, let him see how much he thinks it's worth, and we'll talk about it. You know that
5
these are.
in it.
That's cute. You know that this fruit is worth a lot.
It's
not
like,
exactly
let
how
me
much,
set
but
the price. He fucked up. I just get up on the bird merchant. It's like, oh no, 5. What's your counter offer?
all right. Well, you're gonna do this. Like, hey, why don't you get just a small taste, and I'm pretty sure you'd agree with me that
No,
that's okay. We're just doing this. We're hardballing, huh?
Come on.
Which one of
Personally, I'm more of a meat person, anyways. But it's a very beautiful looking fruit.
I'm gonna fuck up your world with this fruit.
we're casting our treasures before ignorant folk.
Fine, I'll remind you there's a swine village not here far from here.
All right. We're playing hardball. Which one of the merchant villages do you belong to in the jungle?
Oh, we travel the river.
There's like 7 barges.
There's a lot more than that.
Well, yeah, but 7 that I know of, which,
how about this? Let's not worry about which merchant barge I'm part of. Like, let me put it this way. It doesn't matter which one I'm part of, because all of them get to know. We talk a lot. Manja's just grinning. It's just like, come on.
all right. Well, this is Beeleek's Goods. I'm Beeleek, and these are all of my friends, Beeleek and company. We're from the Macaw village, further in the Gome jungle, high in the heights. These are we sell them at, and she leans in. Are we really going to explain the fact that we don't hardball like give an exact price for this exact reason? Like the humans do that. We don't do that.
Oh,
Price-
how about this then? How about this? Trade, bartering.
What do you got?
Like Manja just starts smiling, and he goes digging into his bag. He starts pulling out he pulls out a single silver veil flower.
Oh, like you hear like a something between a screech and like a excitement. It's it's like a very almost involuntary sound made by Breeleek.
They are not good at this.
Yeah. How much do you want for it, or how many starfruit?
How much starfruit did they have out on display right now?
They have like a bag with maybe 10 of them, but
Tell you what, 8,
4,
6.
5.
Thinks about it, looks at the silver. You realize that can only be harvested under special conditions, whereas you're electing to give us a fruit that's plentiful to your people.
You aren't giving me the seeds, and you can't regrow a veil flower, so
Which only increases its collectability.
I know how to play hardball. If you want to play hardball, we can move on. I can find somebody else who wants these delicious treats.
Well, I guess you don't get to have the flower then. And I look to his friends. Do you want to make a deal?
You run along somebody that makes you think of something, and you turn to Arnvid and laugh. Arden, he looks up. Oh, is that you, Arden? And he's got big bottle glasses. He's he's completely hunched over, like half his height, and he was already short to begin with. It's Old Man Broch, and he's got like in his right hand the pink sea salt like stone that he constantly rubs, and he is like arched over, and this is the man that I mentioned a few episodes back who's got really bad like kidney stones.
That guy.
I'm so sorry.
Like old man Brockton. Is that you, Arden? I can't really
Old
see.
Yeah, but there you are. Okay, hey, how you been doing?
Oh, you don't slap too hard on the back, Sonny. It makes them jiggle around, and I already have enough trouble with what's jostling around in there. I'm doing all right. It's been a couple months. How's the world
we've
treating
been,
you?
It's been interesting, and I look around like real conspiratively. We found out something very important. Those pink rocks, they're poison. That's what's making you sick.
Is this it? I'm trying to figure out, is this a lie?
It's a stretch.
Okay, yeah.
My foot's probably twitching, but basically I am trying to help him because and too much salt is toxic. It is making him sick.
Go ahead and roll.
Good thing is bad for you.
Go ahead and roll a. Go ahead and roll a. Insight willpower. This is a mod -1 because you have a. You have a tick that keeps you from lying to people.
But let's see here. I also have titles.
Yeah. And this is a difficulty 11.
Right title. You know what? Junior geologist. Only +1, but I'm talking about rocks.
That rock is gonna kill you, old man.
You said difficulty 11?
Yeah, if rock expert told me that rock is gonna kill me, I'm like, is this plutonium? I don't know. I don't know what a plutonium rock looks like. I don't even know what it looks refined. Oh,
Hold on. Because
hey,
fuck
baby
it.
kitty.
No, I don't want to push. I want to push.
Give us some more XP.
Reroll.
You
Because
just
I
get
am
3 more.
being impulsive about this.
You could choose to fumble this and give me another fabula point. I really liked that when he did it.
Fuck. Nope.
You can
I lost.
reroll using your town, can't you?
Reusing my what?
Reroll using your origin, your town here.
Oh,
Yeah,
it
but
also,
that'd be my last
it also
fabula
would
point.
be a 0 because like the -1 and the 1 balance out. So you have a mod -1, so. So it would have been an 8,
still.
but you
8.
still failed.
Actually, because this is my town.
Go for broke.
I am pushing, and then with that, since the mod difference would make it 11.
Okay, make 11. Okay, in that case, yeah. Old man Brucker, he's like, I never took you for learning the old rock math out there in the human lands. Hey, since we're leaning in and whispering things, it's okay to admit that you failed as an adventurer and you want to come home. Son. No one's gonna be mad at you.
One moment.
Hey, by the way,
Nah, I saved a dragon as I switch titles.
it's not like light and day. Like it'll just make them like, ooh, my brain is different. But like it slowly over the course of this conversation, or you continue to talk to him and you begin like detailing what you've done. He looks at you and he's like, "You really aren't making any of this up, are you?"
Nope, trust me, I am not lying here. You would tell.
I always knew you'd make something of yourself, Arden. I wasn't sure, and I had a little suspicion. Like, I was surprised to see you. I figured you'd be adventuring for a long time before you came back. What brings you back to?
We're not done. We're just kind of cutting through.
Well, we're glad to see you again, and especially you're gonna put our little town on the map.
I hope
Yep.
not.
we haven't had a decent any decent traction with, either the humans or the Gome in a long time. Rabbit's here from 3 stream. Just we haven't had anybody major since honestly the priest moved in when like a generation or two ago. By the way, why should Fiddle Faddle with his mask? Everyone was talking about how it disappeared, and we didn't want to say it, but you might want to hide that, boy, especially since you're going to shoving little purple rocks inside his mask.
I stole it from. I stole the mask from nomadic shaman, not the local shaman.
You're right. You stole it from a nomadic shaman. My bad. So they wouldn't know about it. So let's ignore that last sentence.
Yep.
He does tell you like what's up with the rocks that you shoved inside the mask.
Cursed item that I tried to fix and didn't quite, and now I'm dealing with the consequences. Typical adventurer stuff.
Yeah,
Worst he is not.
Don't touch me with it. I'm already dealing with enough. I feel cursed already. Tell you what, you get to be 85 and stuff just starts falling apart.
Yeah, so they say. Anyway, hey, by the way, this is Manja, and this is Arnvid. This is my party.
Hey, you found another beast folk. He walks up to you and he says, now, what do you do for a living, bud?
I cook.
Oh, I've heard of a couple decent monkey cooks. They tell you, the ones with the bigger noses, like the pig folk can really cook you up a storm, but it takes all kinds. Do you know anything with a good carrot stew? Low sodium? Because apparently I've got to cut that out. It's no flavor. I tell you, they tell you cut out everything that has any taste, and at some point you ask yourself, why are you still putting around?
I mean, low sodium, I want to say Manja knows, but it's not stuff that is available in this area.
Hey, I got an old treat from back when I was young, back in my house. You bring some of them good tasting stuff around, and we work out something, and you don't charge me an arm and a leg, and give me a meal I can eat, and it won't kill me, and I'll pass something along there. He walks over to Arnvid.
I'll figure something out.
He walked over to Arnvid, and he kind of like taps you in the shin with a stick.
Steak.
You trying to copy the trees, boy?
No, I'm trying to copy walls, protect my party members from hurt.
No, you're about as broad as one.
Sometimes fall on enemies.
But are you as smart as one?
Hopefully smarter. Although if there is an intelligent wall out there, I might have to ask it a few questions.
I've asked that smart as a wall joke to several people. Either they say, "Yeah, I'm as smart as a wall," or they say, "No." I haven't had a lot of clever answers. That's good. That's good. You're good. You got a decent party here, Arden. Your dad and mom will love to see you. As with everybody else in the village. Everybody's in. It was raining earlier before you got here, and well, it's a slow doldrum day. We finished up plucking up a recent batch of some carrots, and everybody's inside cooking. So I'm just kind of putting around. Got to stay mobile, I think and like he points like there's just a huge pack of like 30 children, honestly, like just playing in the fields, but they move as like a terrifying unit that you look back at the houses, and it's just a reality. A lot of the parents, when they get the kids out of the house, are glad to be, not in a mean way, but rid of them for a minute.
I picture one part, my God, they're flocking,
Yeah.
and one part, cartoon cloud scuffle of just
Yeah.
rolling back and forth.
Yeah, it's truly a cartoon cloud scuffle of like, hey, no, that's mine. No, that's mine. Give it to me. Like just absolutely rolling.
But at the same time, you see the whole pack moving in this kind of flocking like birds kind of way, moving with it.
Yeah.
If it
and-
gets
Just
too
orbit
close
the
to
chaos.
one of the gardens, the parent comes out with a broom.
Yeah, yeah. They kind of gesture like hey, you're like they give you one of those old classic Southern lines like you're gonna let air out of the house. Basically, it's a way to like keep you out and about. Like, go be busy somewhere else. Give me a moment of peace in this house. And honestly, 30's a low ball. Like, that's not a lot of kids out and about. Like, some of the kids are probably inside eating some of the carrots, just enjoying them. So, like, truly, honestly, an honest number of like a lot of kids out and about playing would be like 100. This is a small amount.
Oh, that's just a pickup game. You
Yeah.
should see the ones they schedule.
It then reminds you that like it's very easy to be insignificant in a town with so many kids.
Yeah. Which is why it was always so weird that I stood out so much, because I was edgy.
Yeah. Well, we're glad to have you back, Arden, but we're mostly just not doing much. Like for an adventure like you, it's nothing really going on. We got a couple of folks coming in, and like he says, I don't, just between me and you, Arden, what do you suppose you got that adventure sense? You've taken on monsters, you said. What do you suppose about those folks? And he gestures at the like 3 people who are walking around, who are completely head to toe, like they're in like a robe such that like none of their arm or anything is like displaying, and they're moving with a very like fluid motion, but like nothing is showing under this like completely angular down robe, like not anything really. And
I turn identify on them.
You turn identify on?
Yeah, and
Remind me what that does.
it gets me information about them. I mean, it's limited, but
Yeah.
It's a system HUD thing, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. I just wanted to make sure I'm opening up the shop just so I can remember.
It's not a shop item. It was something that was just in.
Yeah.
in-
You identify like they're not foes. Like the system kind of identifies like a degree of hostility that's readily apparent to you. It doesn't automatically read someone, this person is hostile. It doesn't read mine.
Yeah.
It just, if you know from a lot of pieces put together, more than you would immediately put together as a person, these people aren't hostile and are attempting to avoid hostility. But it doesn't give you any info on their race. It gives you like info readouts on like basically like an estimation of their stat level, and that they're under level below you. Like, you know how normally you'd see like a big skull on deadly enemy?
Yeah.
These are like weak enemies.
Blue to gray.
So gray health
Yeah.
bar, but their aggression radius is larger than usual.
No, not.
Yeah,
They're trying not to be aggressive.
yeah, they're actively trying to fly under the radar. And like the system offers a few possible explanations. Like it puts like in like brackets quotation mark traveling priest question mark. The system tries to not give you cheat info until like you've got enough info that the system could basically you putting all your legwork together could figure it out yourself. But like, since you don't know, like the system won't tell you for you.
It gave me enough information though. I'm happy with the level of information I got back, and I was like, let's put it this way: they don't feel dangerous, and I feel like they're trying to avoid trouble. At worst, they might be spies for some reason, but honestly, I just kind of wave my hands around. Not much to spy on around here.
You figure they're spies, Arden, and like
At worst.
he leans in you with that real bottle-eyed like Magoo kind of look, like an old man Magoo. I want you to follow them, Arden. I want you to keep an eye on them. I don't like you already told me they're spies, and I had my suspicions.
No, I didn't say they were spies. I said at worst. They're
you're,
trying not to make trouble.
you and I know what you're talking about. Definitely not spies, right? And he like winks he winks like giant eye from that behind this bottle glasses. Very clearly like conspiratorial with you. All right, you do what you gotta do, and I'm sure you're busy, but there's no way they're gonna take up any of your time. And he winks at you. All right. You probably should go about talking with the merchants, but it's gonna get difficult for you the longer you're in here. And he looks at
I
Arnvid.
figured I'd get that part over with. Manja, if Manja wants to go talk to the merchants, he'd do a better job than I would, anyways. I figured I'd go in. I figured I'd go introduce my siblings to a tree. As I kind of slowly look up at Arnvid.
I'm just gonna start slowly walking forward. I guess this tree is walking to meet the family.
Yeah, you aren't even another 20 feet in, like basically here before there's a terrifying moment. Like you pass this tree, all the kids out here in this field turn and see a glowing blue runed statuesque like 6 foot tall of a man or taller, and they
Not glowing currently, and they're
Yeah.
hidden under Dragon Slayer armor.
yeah, they see enough that's cool about you that like an unnerving thing happens where like 30 children turn in unison, and they
Children
all
of the corn, but bunnies.
yeah, they all make a like the excited, like the general glee screams of excitement are like, oh no, they're coming. And they just absolutely jump you. They're crawling over you. There's like 3 young girls like asking you, so where did you get it? Did it cost a lot? Did they make it? Like then there's like 4 like guys like grasping at your belt like where's your sword? Or no, I bet he has an axe. No, a mace. And where's the mace? Show us the mace. And they're crawling around like trying to look through your belt and bag.
You're doomed. So anyway, Manja's gonna use this opportunity to stealth away. It's like, nope,
That guy holds my base! Pointing at Manja.
Manja's gone.
You need to roll a stealth for me for that to be true.
Okay, cool.
With a-
One
with a-
second.
With
with
three
a-
sets of eyes on you.
With a
Roll
-2 because your
D60.
friend has thrown you under the bus.
Hold on. Wait.
That's gonna be a difficulty
I have-
13.
Where's my okay? I don't have a stealth title. I thought I did. So you know what? Fine.
Habitual
thief it is.
thief. Yeah, okay, that's cool.
Cool.
And
So
as
this
we
is
all
just-
look over at him, I'm
It'll-
going to
it'll be just a +1
see you
then.
later.
Rude.
Everyone turns away. Like, how do you escape? How do you escape from this literal like pile of buddies like crawling,
Oh, no,
like
fuck that.
swarming
Nope,
above you?
nope.
Again,
Hold
I'm just going to take a step and fall into some liminal space in the grass.
Yeah. You walk and you like hold your arms backwards like you're gonna fall like and like comfort fall into soft fluffy gas, and you enter the grass back rooms.
I'll message Arden. Let me know when you're at your house. I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah. You lean up and like you stand up, and the space you're in is like, I'm gonna change the music. It's a haha funny. Sometimes we play it, and I'm okay with that most of the time. You know the Windows like screensaver, like the Windows wallpaper with like the wide rolling hills of green.
Yeah?
It's less like verdant emerald and more like seafoam green, like rolling hills of like grass, and just like a ever present fog that you can't see much farther than like 15 feet in front of you. And there's just like a feeling of like, I don't. Like you're in like an endless field of like where you're hearing like the dripping of and like the faint like misting of like water, and you're like, I don't like this.
I forget why I stay away from this skill sometimes. This is why.
Manja
And
pops up right next to him. Yeah, tell me about it.
No, I don't have the ability to bring people through my TP yet.
I rolled a 19. Fight me about it.
Cloud?
Yep,
No,
I'm
it
thinking
doesn't
about.
have to.
Yeah, I don't
Well, if you
necessarily.
want to spend a fabula point on it.
Yeah, if
No,
you
I
want
already
to.
used my 5 point to reroll.
Okay, yeah. In that case, no. Yeah,
Fuck it.
you manage to like avoid these children. Like you break for a line where you can break vision with them and enter stealth. Like you just
Like,
need
how about this deal? No.
you
He
need 5
sees it
seconds.
coming.
Yeah,
He sees the bunny wave coming, and he does the one option he has. He takes to the high ground
yeah.
and starts running through the trees.
Yeah, you run and just start monkey climbing one of the major trees, and they're like, "Oh!" Like, and they turn back, and Arnvid's gone, and it's just Arden. Arnvid.
I
We're not
tried.
sorry about this.
Yeah. Arden, you are just back home in town, and they turn and like, they kind of again like roiling kind of cloud kind of like what's that one character from
Pigpen?
Peanuts, yeah, Pigpen, kind of roiling Pigpen cloud, like sloop under you, pick you up, and like are moving you through the town, like, tell us about what you did. Yeah, tell us, Arden, like, did you bring anything? Did you get us something? You gotta share if it's food. Every one of us deserves something. And like they're all just kind of like just clamoring for attention and story and everything.
And here's the funny thing, is something that they've never seen before in me. I am managing every single one of those conversations.
Yeah.
I'm engaged in and managing every single one of those conversations at a speed that is like, how the hell is he not tripping over his own tongue?
Yeah.
Because this is normal for me.
They're asking you. There's like about 6 lines of questions. There's one is like, so what did you kill first? Like, hey, what's the adventuring town like? Hey, are the humans weird, or do they smell funny? And then there's one of them that it's like, what's your favorite human food to eat? And then they ask like, you gotta bring us human food. Did you bring us anything? And the one's like, yeah, show us your treasure.
All right. So yeah, I'm answering each of the questions as we go along, and then let's see here. What's a good treasure I've got here? I would show him my Adventurers Guild tag.
Make me a might willpower check to hold on to this, as the children, very, very veritably, this crowd could pull this adventuring license away from you, and you could lose it in the scramble.
Hopefully they just abduct the whole Arden
Yeah.
because they have the numbers.
Yeah. No,
And I didn't. It's not like I tried that hard because I realized that it is not worth it.
yeah.
All right. What's the difficulty?
Difficulty 12. Like you might lose your adventurer's license in the scramble.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a moment where like you hold it out for them to look at it, and like, this was a foolish idea, and you don't know why you entertained it, because you're not
Because
really sure.
I was going to lose something somewheres.
Yeah, of 12 hands, you're not really sure who grabs it. It doesn't matter once one of them have grabbed it. They all like then begin arguing and fighting, and you get dropped as like 12 of them amongst the 30 begin arguing of like who should get the chance to touch it if someone's touching it now, and like you have no idea whose hands are it's in amongst the 12, because they're also being crowded around by the other 18. And this is just 30 of like other 100 children in this town.
I let them for now because it's easier to let them wear themselves out than try and fight this.
Yeah. You don't currently have your adventurer's license.
I am tracking at least the general group so that the little shine that shows every once in a while. I'm tracking so that I don't lose it permanently. And continuing to answer the rapid fire questions from everybody else.
Yeah, there's finally a question. Why'd you come back? Did you lose? Did like there's a whole bunch of other things, and then like did you find like there's a random very innocent but very like 100% believed like little Cindy Lou Who like tied together like in like a ponytail, ears tied together in a ponytail, little blonde bunny that says, "Did you kill a dragon? Did you save a dragon?"
We killed a demon and saved a dragon at the same time.
And her big dinner plate blue eyes look up at you like you're the hero of her world. Arden.
Yep.
They like she asks you like the kids like kind of fade to the background as they go swarming about the rest of the village, kind of like fighting amongst themselves, and you're like, I'm gonna have to find my card from that group later. As it just kind of meanders away from you. But she like holds out her hand to hold your hand and like walk with you along the river as you like head back towards like where your father and mother's house are, where you can smell the smell of carrot soup being cooked.
Yep, and it's like, even though I probably barely know this kid, I'm holding her hand like it's the most natural thing in the world.
Yeah. And she's like, so, what's it like to fight a and like she's too scared to say the word, like a demon.
Well, it's very scary.
And like she looks at you with like little quavering eyes.
But the thing is, what makes it worthwhile is that you're protecting people, so that people like you, and I poke her lightly in the nose, don't have to do the scary fights, because people like me, and I poke myself in the nose, do the scary fights.
That's really nice. And like she's very like this is a wholesome 100 Chungus 100 situation.
Yep.
Speaking of Chungus, there is actually just like a bigger bellied, like just the Bugs Bunny Chungus meme, Big Chungus.
Yeah.
There is a taller, bigger, kind of punching dummy-esque shaped bunny in town. That is he goes by the name Sarg, which is short for sergeant, but like the kids can't say sergeant, so they just say the first 4 letters. Sarg is like an old he was somebody at some point, he was some kind of like town guard, not really anything major. Like they call him sergeant because they think he probably fought in some war or something, but he hasn't. And like whatever he was like 30 years ago, he is now a big pot-bellied like bunny. And he's just kind of like waddling through town. He notices you and he's like, "Oh hey, Arden."
Hey, what's up?
I not much. I just doing my patrols, my routes. Making sure nobody messes with the crop yield or anything. I'm gotta keep this town safe. And he just kind of slaps his big fat belly and it just kind of continues to ripple.
Waddle.
Yeah, just waddle.
Poe style.
Yeah. Well, good to see you.
Good to see you too. It's always good to know that you're keeping this place safe while I'm out doing crazy stuff.
Yeah. But sometimes you gotta take those risks so you can come back and take over for me. It's gonna be tough. The great grand difficulties that you face when I'm no longer here, Arden, but I'm sure that they'll harden you somewhat close to the responsibilities that I face. And he's looking up like he's looking at something. It's just this grandiose I'm very important. Look, I keep this town safe.
Let me ask you, is it at least a little self-aware, or does he really believe he's half self-aware?
This is This is a lot of please, I'm so fat and old. Let me be important.
Yeah. I reach up and put my arm on him, put my hand on his arm in all seriousness. Only one day, I can only hope one day that I am as heavy as you.
Thank you.
And I just grin at him.
he holds back a single tear and just look like, thank you, Arden. Your mom and your dad probably would be glad to see you.
I've been trying, but hey, you know how it is. The people you want to see in the village is the last ones that you actually get to talk to, because everybody else wants to talk to you.
As you guys are talking, oh, no, that's not what I'm looking for. As you guys are talking, there is suddenly a tense moment as a set of a couple of the kids who are arguing and pulling and fighting. One of them pulls and pulls and pulls because they want the card so badly, and they pull back and they have it in their hands, but they bump into one of these three priests and knock them over, and they all begin to scream, and the whole town goes into a panic. Like, as some of the parents look out of the window and freak out because it's a rare beast folk that none of you have ever seen in over like 200 years. Knocked over, like they hissing at the children, is a snake folk, like armless, legless. They are knocked over and revealed to be just simple like snake folk, but with like large, like venomous fangs. And they're like, there's like a little bit of a hiss that comes out. And you're not really sure what to make of the situation, but like all the kids panic, and like a lot of the parents come out and like basically motion for a lot of their kids to run back home. And like
I move in between the serpent and the kid that bumped into him. Hey now, kids are being kids. It was an accident.
You begin to hear is
You got to speak the local language. We don't understand the dialect.
You keep up at this, and like what just happened is like they continued like hiss kind of parcel tongue speech for the next minute. Arnvid reappears. Like you see him roll out of a bush, kind of disoriented. He has no idea what's going on except that the kids are panicking. He looks around and grabs sense of like, okay, there's these like, you know, okay, snake person that wasn't that is no longer disguised in the robes. And Manja, you see all of this happening. That it was the kid who bumped into him first.
Manja's more or less just staying out of the way. It's like if I get taken by that swarm, I'll never live again.
I'll stay back as well, because if I walk up, well, probably not going to be good relations.
And there's just this continued like language barrier. Like none of you in the beast folk villages seen a snake folk for over 200 years.
So why the fuck are they out here?
Yeah, why
Like,
are
if
you
we're
suddenly
doing
seeing
this
one?
It's like
Question for DM.
Yeah.
Does this language count as a monster or beast tongue?
It does. It counts somewhere in
And
between,
I understand
like somewhere
them. I understand them.
closer on the beast side, but it's like beginning towards monster speak.
Because of my quirk, I understand them. Something we've never really played up.
Yeah.
But quirk lets me understand beasts and monsters.
You're like there's a little bit of like an ever very faint purple light that comes from your skull mask, and like your own eyes like brighten with like a little bit of intensity of their own natural color. All right. And like there's a little bit of an intensity in your eyes as you like your ears perk up and like turn like almost sonar like towards this.
Yeah.
And like are guided towards like trembling. They pick up a little bit more of this like language than you naturally would. And you begin to focus in, and you're making out every like second or third word, and it then like coalesces with you. We just waited consult the spirits of this land. Let us pass. We don't mean anything. And please, we must. This is the end of our pilgrimage. We must make it to the high place in your village.
Easy now. Easy. I can understand you now. Easy. Nobody's gonna cause anybody harm here. Okay? It was surprising. We haven't seen your kind in here in a very, very long time.
It's
Can you tell? Oh, okay.
surprising what you can speak this. We have had to wander under guise. Our land, our home, it has been. It is troubled, and we have been seeking the spirits the first second that we could. We have been making our pilgrimage quickly through the Gom jungles and the deep woods. We have hit every village, but yours is the last.
Trust me, I'm pretty surprised. I understand it as well. Especially since I didn't understand you at first. It's just like something kind of kicked in. And I would say, just because of how I flavored this before, Manja, if he's close enough, and Arnvid would see my eyes are kind of flickering towards blue, like almost an electric blue.
Yeah. The bigger guy, the Chungus rabbit. Do you remember his name?
Sarge.
Sarg. Sarg. Yeah.
Oh.
Sarg. Oh, I clicked on the wrong button. It put the music out in a different room. Sarg. He kind of looks at you and he's like, "Is everything okay, Arden?" Like he looks like genuinely nervous, a little like sweat around the back of his neck and his forehead.
I think so. They just want to see the shrine. I'm getting more info. I'm surprised I understand them, but I'm trying to figure stuff out. Give me a few minutes. And then I turn back to the serpent folk. So you're just wanting to do like a communion ritual up there?
Yes. We have consulted with every spirit of the land because our home it is being cut off.
I should be able to escort you up there. Let me
We
just
did
talk
not.
to some people.
We have not been able to talk for some time, and we did not understand entirely what is happening. And we are sent by our village, and we just wish to consult with every spirit. And when we finish, we will receive the insight of the spirits.
I understand. I'm not the leader of this village, so I can't give you direct permission. But I can talk to the people who are, and I can vouch for you, and I can try and get you up there. Okay?
Yeah, an old man, the chieftain of the village. There's like a he kind of wears like these somewhat between like very like a meeting kind of like robes like with like a bunch of adornments and like a long almost like kind of a rice paddy hat, but it's less made of like straw and more like a green hat that like goes down in sort of like a rolling conical shape down to like a bunch of like paper like woven paper like little things all around the curtain, like forming sort of like a semi curtain around his head. It's like a big like round like drawn out like hat that like kind of gives him a big silhouette basically. And he comes out and he's like looking over the village from like essentially like the chieftain's home hut. And like a lot of the parents are like kind of yelling, like there, a few of them have picked up like tiny small rocks and are like kind of throwing them past you. They haven't hit any of the snake folk yet, but they're yelling for them to leave off.
No. When they start throwing, I turn around and put myself between them and hold my hands out. No, They're not harming anybody. I understand we've not seen their kind for a long time, but they're not harming anybody.
They hissed at our kids.
Out of surprise and fear.
And like they're like mixed and like confused, but they know that like you're kind of authoritative. You're wearing like Hero of Dragons. They're not gonna like argue against like one of their own, but they don't know how to feel and they're very nervous. Everyone here is on edge.
Understand? Look, I'm gonna go talk to the chief. Arnvid, Manja, would you mind staying with these people?
Like,
Make
Manja
everybody
just
feel
waves
safe?
from the tree branches he's at above. It's like, sure.
I'll start heading over just slowly, calmly. I'll stay with them.
Appreciate it. That way everybody feels safe on both sides.
You
I'll
go
turn to
you
the ser-
you go
Well,
up
I
to
turn to the serpent people folk first and say, these two are my friends. They will make sure that my village doesn't do anything. But they'll also make sure that you guys don't do anything, just to be open about this.
Is it possible for us to speak with them?
I'm gonna go talk to the leader, and then I'll see if I can bring him over here. Okay. He won't understand you. I don't understand why I understand you, but I will try and make this happen, okay?
Yes, please. We have been traveling for months. This is the end of our journey.
Understand. And then I will go speak to the leader.
All right. And you head up to go speak to Harper, Chieftain Harper, and like Harper is just kind of like looking down on everything, with like a his hands kind of clasped in front of him, trying to make sense of what's going on. And he sees you approaching, and he, like when like two of the this town isn't very well guarded. When two of the guards, which are just like young to middle-aged guys who have just simple hunting equipment, maybe like some tiny spears, maybe some slings or stuff, when they're waved on, like they kind of like step back and like let you pass, and they're like Arden, and they just kind of like let you up, and it's just Harper looking out from his balcony, like on the little platform beneath his like balcony window, and he's standing up there like looking out at these snake folk. He's just staring down at the whole situation, and the town folk like building tension, and like their people are all kind of like, a lot of parents are like standing in front of their homes like looking at the snake folks.
So, snake folk, somehow or another, I can understand them. I don't get it myself. All they want to go is go to the shrine and do a divination ritual and speak with the spirit. And I believe them. I believe that they're telling the truth. That's all they want to do. Their village is in trouble, and they're seeking counsel of the spirits.
No one has heard from the snake folk in over 200 years, Arden.
I understand that.
If their village is in
There's-
trouble, they might be bringing something particularly severe. Who even knows why they disappeared in the first place? They might be bringing us a curse. Or the
I don't
nature
feel like-
spirits. The nature spirits have hidden them because they've done something wrong.
I don't feel any maliciousness off of them. They went out of their way to hide, to not be seen, to not cause trouble. They just want to help their village.
He kind of like messes with the tuft at his chin and just kind of like scratches his chin and just kind of looks at you. Make me a might willpower or insight willpower check to persuade him. You get a +2 because you are Hero of Dragons, and that is going to apply here. Like, you have some sway with the town. And you get another +2 because you are the you are, the local town hero. You are the person they sent off with like a lot of like their hopes and best wishes.
That insight willpower was an option.
Insight willpower, yeah, it's gonna be a 15.
Total of +4 modifier.
Yeah.
And nope, and I've got no fabula points left.
He looks at you and he says, Arden, I don't want to be difficult, but I can already see the arguments that we're gonna have, and like I can see how that all, from what I'm hearing, with like he kind of like points his big hoop scoop ears. What I'm hearing around town already, and that he's always kind of had a good finger on the pulse, and so like it's not just the fact that he has big ears, it's also like probably some magic observation around the town. Like there's already a lot of upset parents. There's some of them talking about how their kid were attacked. I know that that's probably not the case, but you got to think about how this looks for me. And we don't even know what they're gonna do up there. If they're like, I know you trust them, but trust can only go so far, and you're wrong. It's a lot. It's risking a lot, Arden.
I'll take the risk. Put it on my shoulders.
His very small, thin shoulders.
What do you mean?
I will personally escort them up there. And if something goes wrong, if something bad happens, I will take 100% of the blame.
Hmm. All right. All right. I'll clear the town out, and I'll go down. You give me 30 minutes to talk, and I'll make sure everyone backs up into the community center, and we
All right.
will. You just kind of deal with this, Arden.
I will. Thank you.
Nah, I don't think we just yet until everything gets settled and squared away. And
All
you see him go down, and like he talks, and he gives like broad sweeping gestures. Like Arden is here. Like we have heroes in the town. We have mighty people who will look after us. None of you have anything to fear. This will be dealt with. It's only 3 snake folk. I assure you, like I have good head on me. And he like points to the ears again, and like I would know if there's anyone else skulking about. And he like tells everybody to gather together. Like we're just going to have a calm. I bring the soups that you've made. Like we're gonna have a small potluck, and just try and forget this in the community center. And you head back to meet up with the snake folk, who have not really stopped kind of hissing, but like they've been trying to have some sort of conversation, but neither Manja or Arnvid are capable of it.
Nope.
All right, so I've made arrangements.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
They don't like it. I didn't make a very good case. So I'm taking full responsibility here.
As you do.
Yeah, I will escort them up. And if they do anything, it's on me.
We're heading up there with you.
Yeah, they kind of slither up, and like time passes. That about an hour passes, and you guys head up further onto where these lily pads are, and like they stop and they begin to like bring out some gear. Arden, I need you and Manja. Arden, you don't have any ritualism, do you?
No, but I was trained as a shaman.
You were trained as a shaman. Okay. I will let all 3 of you make an insight check. This is a difficulty 16. They start bringing out gear, like from, like basically like vomiting up certain things like that they've been carrying, and like coiling their tails around it to like begin like kind of like prepping what they're doing with it from under their robes.
Don't know shit, Captain.
I have 1 fabula point Is it worth it using it here? 136
You-
odds.
I would argue against it. I say we just fail this one. Like, I mean, if
Yeah.
things go sideways, we'll do our best.
For all intents and purposes, you have no idea if these are good or bad ingredients, like what this is.
Ask them.
Yeah. You ask them, and they're like, these are things that we were told to gather from certain shamans, like a specific shaman that we met along the road. Like when we first left our village, there's been a great calamity in our town with the eggs, and the eggs haven't been growing properly and everything. And when we left, we left only but 6 months ago, but we have been tearing through, making sure we reach everyone, and we have learned a lot that has troubled us, and we worry to tell you because we doubt you will understand or believe us.
Oh no, trust us. We've seen some weird things.
Yeah.
And like truly, it's really hard to believe. We risk the incredulity of your spirit when we say it, but something is wrong with our village and all the Snakefolk villages that live together in deep within the jungle. Severed is what one of them said, like really nervously.
Severed.
Like,
Say severed, you mean like cut off from the ley lines, or
severed from seconds to minutes to months.
time skips?
Like he nods, like a really short nod. Like, yeah, like basically explaining why their village hasn't been present for the rest of the jungle. They've just been like,
I'm sorry. Time skips?
yes,
Chronomancy's a real thing here?
Yeah, it's part of entropy.
Yeah. Yes, someone has done something. When we first left, we asked after things, and we tried to make sense of the moons and the stars when we first left, and nothing was right after the first day we left. And we've realized after a couple of days that at least 100 years had passed.
Oh no.
Or like 200.
Yes,
That's-
closer to that.
That's okay. That's not good.
So we have
All right.
rushed. We have rushed because things were already bad for us. We don't know how long we have, and if time is like that, we want to come back with good news for our village.
If
our
the
village-
village itself is what's skipping forward, then they should be going through slower time than us, relatively.
we did not know. We are not such spell masters. We're just sent to consult as spiritists.
It's okay. It's okay. We understand. Just continue on here. Just please be careful. This is a sacred site to us, and I am vouching for you.
Yeah, they begin like it's not like a dark ritual. They're not drawing circles. They're like setting up different like motifs and like bone charms and different things. They're hanging things like they don't go so far as to etch or do anything permanent, but they're hanging like little pendant leaves and like little bone charms and different things in different spots, so they rattle through the wind and different things. And then they finally begin spreading salt and like fermented like fruits and vinegars in like certain places, and like marking things at such that like in sort of an offering way to like on like certain lintel posts of like the shrine on like the mound where like supposedly the spirit lives, like that's where iron came from. And then they begin moving together in a very hypnotic pattern, left and right, and speaking something in their like snake speech to like hiss like a song together to hopefully like summon the last of the spirits. So like all this is like the culmination of they have done this in every village, and when they finish this, like supposedly at least one great nature spirit, like an ancient nature spirit, will like answer them. Make me a willpower insight check, Arden and Manja.
Open or tribute?
Attribute. This is a 16.
You said insight what now?
Willpower willpower insight or insight, whichever's better for you.
They're the same. Oh, I am one shy DM. Oh, that hurts, and I have no fabulous point.
Do you have any trait that would help you deal with something that's like cursed?
Do you have any
Unfortunately,
titles
cursed-
that you could have changed over to?
Yeah. Any
Let me check my titles.
Darkness Destroyer, maybe?
Yeah, that would be anti-curse.
yeah.
I would say then that one, Darkness Destroyer, that's up 2.
Put on for mine too, just to see. Nope, I'm. My dice hate me today.
Get them all out.
As you put the Darkness Defender title on, and it helps like strengthen and solidify you in TABRA, you notice like suddenly like something clicks to you, like as they begin almost finishing their ritual, something is about to curse and ruin their ritual. And you've seen how bad that can go with the whole moat situation. It's Kurga. It's the mask of Kurga, like the cursed mask that Arden has on, begins to glow, and one of the eyes like look like it wishes to like loosen and roll, and like make a roll here in this moment. And they are about to pop out of eye socket and cause a scene, basically.
So I do the one thing I can do in this moment. I cover like Arden's upper half with my inventory bag.
No, you just throw him into inventory space.
No,
No,
I take my sack and I throw it over his head.
Yeah.
Stack of Wisdom returns.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was laughing at.
The bag of wisdom.
You know, honestly, because you succeeded so well, I want to make this a bit easier, but I still want to make this the final, because this will avoid a lot of trouble for you. I want to make this a difficulty 12 agility, like a dexterity roll.
Okay. I should have eaten some buff food, but whatever.
Yeah, you
I need
managed.
to re-roll that insight.
Damn.
It should have been
Should have been
It should-
10-10, but still, that would have passed.
yeah, it still passes. Unless you want me to roll the dex DM.
No, I know it. Well, what's your insight dice? Is that D8? Yeah, like it would have just gone bigger.
Yeah. Okay. Just wanted to be sure.
Yeah. No, yeah, I'm not gonna make you reroll. That's dumb. And it's a smaller dice, so it's actually worse for you to roll on the bigger dice. You managed to like slam a bag over Arden's head before either of the dice open
Arden's
up.
head.
Arden's head before either of the dice
fine.
roll out of these eye sockets. But the problem is like in a way that's unnerving because you know it's not Arden. Like it's like Arden is fighting you, but you know it's the mask. And like Arden personally, it's kind of unnerving. You don't know why someone just like you didn't know about what's going on. You're kind of like kind of struggling, but then you realize something on your face is also like moving about. That's nervous wracking. That you're alone in this bag with none of your hand or anything to fight it, and the mask like pops off your head and looks at you, and then just begins to laugh with like a horrible cackling laughter.
I grin at it, reach up, grab a horn, store it in inventory.
Oh, I don't think we're doing that. And the dice like roll about and like land at the bottom of the bag. I just need to see if they what they roll.
If they hit anybody but me, I will protect.
Well, at this point, I would be like, would you be aware of it because of the dice in the bag?
I mean, you put a bag over his head, I can
That's-
assume something's wrong, so I will be on a hair trigger.
That's double ones.
Yeah, the bag, the mask absolutely refuses you, Arden. Whatever you were trying to do to resist it, it is the worst result you can get on this like chaotic cursed item. You try and put it in the inventory, and your inventory like reads like a horribly critical like demonic energy detected, like strong demonic energy detected, rejecting entrance into system interface, rejecting malicious code. Like the bag will refuse being placed back into the inventory. And then furthermore, with the rolls on a 101, someone here is going down. One of these three priests or you.
I will gladly use a protect here.
Let me remind what the item does. It's in the party inventory, isn't it?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah. No, it's not in the party inventory. Where is the mask?
Should be your accessory, right?
I don't have it as an item.
I made it. I made it as a proper item. No, I made it as a proper item. It's just not in his inventory.
Ah.
What did I call it?
I've seen it once.
Second chance mask. That's what it was called. I'm gonna put it in your inventory now. No, you already have it. You already have it.
Okay, that's where I end.
Yeah. Powered by demonic energies, you're unsure how this mask will behave.
Yep, there it is.
If you are lowered to 0 HP, you always have a chance even to trade off your 0 HP state with one of your party members or yourself, but there's no opting out of this roll of fate. When it rolls 1 on its own, it intentionally causes someone to go down to 0 HP.
I'll take it.
Yeah. It then begins rolling.
I got it.
That's the thing. The way that this chance mask works, it's not a thing that you can like opt to like eat. Like it's deciding for you.
Protect. When another creature is threatened by an attack spell or other danger, you may take their place.
Yeah. You can't preemptively say you'll take the hit, but like when you realize who it's gonna hit, you can. So let me just roll a d6. 1 through 3 is one of these like priests, and the other ones is like
left to right.
Yeah, left to right. It's Manja, Arden, and Ardenvid. Manja immediately like takes like
nope, protect.
Okay, yeah. Ardenvid, dude, you go down.
Yep. Luckily for me, I have this. It is currently equipped on my character. It will trigger, and I will go back up to 1 HP.
Hey, you have a death flag on you.
That is true. I do have 2 items on me that bring me out of death.
How do I want to do this?
I can burn my heroic skill as well if you want.
What's your heroic skill? Show me that. Overload burst. When you reduces your hit points.
Both of these bring me back out of death.
The weird confluence of energies that are about to happen is about to take us all on a fun and wild ride.
I don't like that you said it that way, DM.
Do you want me to burn my heroic skill as well to stay up?
As they were doing the ritual, a strange, almost circular dome was beginning to build of like green natural energies. As they were singing, like it almost finished into a full sphere before all this Kurga mask stuff started happening. And when Arnvid like goes to leap in the way of this like purple dark flame blast that begins to like eject out of the bag that Arden's face is shoved under, he eats the hit, and his fate stone slams onto the lintel of the sort of Shinto-esque gate. He begins attempting to like stave off the power of death, And the mixture of that magic, Kurga's, and this ritual stunts this entire local just spot on the top of this shrine and this like sacred location via this like very powerful nature magic that's here, and opens a like it solidifies this barrier. You go to knock on the like green dome, and there's no even ability to like look through it. It's not transparent. It is like a solid like jade dome now, and the only way out is like a light appears within this Shinto-esque gate, and like it is a like seafoam green and blue kind of swirling just portal within this Shinto door. And the snake folk begin to talk amongst themselves like, are we supposed to go through? We saw answer from a great ancestor nature spirit or something, but we don't know. We need answers. We and like one of them just leaps through and will like decide to go on their own, and the rest of them go because like they're committed to their mission, and you're just kind of left in this weird spot where like this dome isn't disappearing, and Arnvid is down, and like the magic
I am at 1 HP.
You're at 1 HP. The magic that you're attempting to pull yourself back up with is causing your body to slide towards the gate.
All right.
Yeah,
With
wait,
that said, I'm going to reapply my symbol of rebirth for 2 IP.
Yeah.
I
Manja,
Because
slapped
I
him
ain't
with a
going down
fucking
without a
potion.
goddamn fight.
yeah. Manja, you and Arden like grab him, but like Arnvid's already a big boy. That for one. For both of you are grown men, so you're capable of like holding him back. But like the magic that's like causing him to come back to life is also causing him to like slide towards the gate, and like as he like it gets stronger and crescendos to like him actually like recovering. It's like trying to pull back a train.
Are
Like-
we making a check?
Yeah, I need you both to make me a very difficult like
Is there any
17
way
check.
I could lead a group check?
Yeah, you lead a group
Because
check.
I don't want to go through that right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. It's too late for me to do anything. Okay, cool. Then it's just a might check flat out.
It's might. Yeah, you guys are just like Arnvid is
Make my
trying
group
to like
check 17.
Arnvid is trying to plant his feet, and you guys are attempting to like help pull him so he doesn't go flying and pull all you guys into whatever the hell is going on.
Hey, barely, but I got it.
I didn't.
Alright. Is there a title I could put on that would help me here?
Do you have anything that let me go ahead
Identity
and...
Crisis. What does that one do again?
The identity crisis is one of the I will not tell you all of it. It applies for any situation.
And then it has a chance to randomly go to a different title, I think, right?
No, I haven't said that. I will tell
Alright,
you what
I'ma
the
take
mechanic there.
I'm gonna take the Identity Crisis +3 to this.
Okay. You are
Wait,
alerted
you have
by
this
this.
shitty title.
You are alerted by the system interface, and the system interface immediately like alerts you, like with a long like passage that you go like you try and ping out of the way, but like it like every time it like and you can't like you're trying to like press the button in your brain, and you realize it's one of those like you gotta scroll all the way down and like read the whole thing for about 10 seconds, and then it'll let you clear it out. And what little bit you quickly glimpse in this like moment where you're like desperately trying to focus on other things is it's basically telling you, hey, like we tried to bug test like some of these titles. We realized in the develop like the dev when he dropped them in, they were kind of malfunctioning, and so we've kind of quarantined them off. Like as much as you can, like opt out to not select this, because they have certain unintended features. Specifically, this one has an unintended feature that it messes with your mind. If you could not select this at all, please don't. And thanks to the QA team.
I just need the bonus for 2 seconds. That's a dirty 20.
Yeah.
Dirty 23 with the +3 from Identity Crisis.
Y'all plant your feet and absolutely, you're absolutely digging in to the point where you are creating grooves in the ground from how hard he's being pulled. And Arnvid, you make the desperate you are right next to the portal, and the strength is almost like a gravitic ring, and you begin to slide along the length of the gate, because it's almost like you could stand on it, because the pull is so strong, but it's trying to pull you towards the center into this portal, and you're desperately clawing at your death marked fate stone now, and you're attempting to peel it off. The second you peel it off of this Shinto gate, all this energy and everything just dissipates and the shell cracks, and you're back on the normal statue again.
Minus the snake people.
Minus the snake people.
Immediately shifting title back due to that warning. Let's go,
Actually, I need you to make me an inside check at an 18.
Oh, fuck you.
He can't make that physically.
Sorry, a 16.
I
You're
have to crit. It is mandatory for me to
A
crit
16.
on this, otherwise I fail. Yep, I fail. You know what? I don't want to see the consequences. I'm going to
Oh, wait.
re-roll using... What's up?
Could you have 6/6? Is it possible? Is it fair for me to give you an 8, a 16 roll, and a hard
I mean,
roll?
I have a 1 in 36 to crit.
I like how confident he is in that 1 in 36.
I'll
Hey,
give
the
you.
dice have a story to tell.
Technically, I will accept one more reroll of that. You also
I have
a
one more fabula point.
You also have a +3 to this.
Okay. I will re-roll that 3, keep the 6, my god. And I'm going to use my Theme of Wrath.
And the difficulty is a 16 instead, so this is...
Wait, no, even if you push 3, you would still be 1 shy.
So that would be...
And you
that's
can
6.
only push once.
Yeah.
Another 3. Okay, that's fine.
Arnvid,
I
you
guess
go... You kind of have a moment like when someone steps through a door and you forget what you're doing. You get the Fate Stone back, but you don't remember where you are or what your name is. Or what you're doing here.
Patient ants.
Welcome to the Identity Crisis title series, where it starts out as you having no slowly kind of forgetting moments. For a brief couple of moments, long enough for the title to lock in, you you have kind of a brief almost Alzheimer's moment where you're like, what am I doing? And you kind of look around, and your friends are kind of concerned looking at you, and you're just kind of blinking, and then you remember, oh, my system. You go to the system interface, and the system interface informs you with a grayed out selection of the drop down menu, and you can't change the title.
Oh, fuck you. I'm going to spend a QA token, or at least attempt to ask them if they can help me out with this title.
Yeah. They and I will go ahead and let's pick some less immediate. Let's pick some less tense music. Let's pick some.
Down to 5 QA tokens with that purchase.
Yeah, because that was one of mine used.
Yes, actually, it was.
Who says gambling doesn't pay off?
And your QA team liaison, Juniper, appears on the call, seeing that someone is using a QA token.
that you, Juniper?
Oh, hey guys. Is everything?
It is Juniper, right?
Yeah, it's me, Arvin Juniper.
Alright. Long story short, I used the Identity Crisis title for a quick boost, stat-wise, and I need help getting it unequipped.
Oh no. That's no
You
good.
see why I spent a QA token. It is grayed out.
Yeah. We have had some issues with this title series. The titles are mostly functional, and you guys don't have to worry about anything like this. It's just some of them are they kind of have a mind of their own. And a desire of their own. Uh, I'm going to immediately log this with the IT team. I need you, Arden, and you, Magda, to kind of look after Arden. And I need you to make sure that he doesn't attempt to get any more titles for the time being. Because that's what makes this title chain get worse. Until we get him unlocked from this title, they get stronger with the more titles you get.
Isn't that
Good.
supposed to be like a good thing usually? Why is
Yeah,
this one sentient?
we,
Because
Is a
you're a
demon infected
tryhard.
or something?
we don't know. It's not a demon. We're pretty sure. It's just uh, some things have kinks to be kicked out, and like admittedly, this is like the worst one because people who start looking for the titles are something you're supposed to hunt, but like it happens. People they end up looking for them, and this because people do. Naturally, this is one that they find, and so there's a bit of an issue. Uh, I'm passing this up to Jane immediately. Don't break out, Margaret. And I will go ahead and subtract that QA token. And thank you for giving us something actually that we should be working on anyways. So we'll immediately look at
Faster the better, not to be ungrateful.
I think the best. Well, I'll come back to you in about an hour when I figure out what's going on.
God damn it. First vampirism, now the system. What else is gonna try and drain me dry?
I mean, to be fair, you did fuck with it a
Girlfriend?
lot.
Now hold
The
on, that ain't fair, Arden.
the mask kind of like still on your head laughs a little bit, Arden. Not what I expected either, but that is the way of chaos.
Oh yeah? You expect me to rip out those eye sockets and then crush them under my boot real quick?
You
Sexy.
are welcome to try.
Arden, I swear to God, give me that cursed piece of equipment, it is going to die.
I need to fix it. I know. I gotta figure out how to fix it.
Arden's in a toxic relationship. He firmly believes he can fix her, and his best friend's going, "You can't fix her, dude."
Yeah.
Enough change has been introduced. Though it would have been funner to pull you into that realm, I didn't expect that gateway to open. But at any rate,
Depending on what realm it is, I might still enter. Do you know where it is?
information has the chance of making one act differently, so yes, I'll tell you. That was the nature road to the kingdom of death.
Damn it.
No, you don't get to go.
I know. Self-sacrifice, doom-driven, bad combo.
Not until we can punch death effectively. We need like death punching gauntlets.
No, apparently he's chill. I don't know if you remember, or if I even told you. I know I spoke with Arden. But yeah, Death just wants some cookies instead of Zenith when we travel down there for the last time.
Thank you for keeping things interesting. It would have been so boring for them to fix everything in the jungle.
I'm gonna find an old merchant that never gets business and hide you there.
The town is like a little nervous. Like there's a clear like cut line where that dome appeared around like in a solid like ring around your shrine on the far high like little pillar that it's up on. Um and Harper kind of like waves you over and kind of like makes a two-finger gesture, come down here and talk. He wants to know so he can like kind of address his people, but like some of them are staring out the window of the community center. Like they saw this
Could
weird like
someone-
magical powerful dome appear.
Someone give me a potion or two first. I am
Yeah, we-
redlining over here.
We hand over potions.
Yes, we hand over potions.
Ah, yes, one of your many infinite potions that you're so stingy with. Thank you.
He'd already given you one, you just didn't see it.
Yeah.
No, I didn't see it because I've been fucking busy.
He's like he's freaking out. He's freaking out. Like the party is fighting. Yes, God of Chaos wins. All I need to do is get the party to fight amongst themselves, and then they'll destroy each other.
No, I'm a win.
Uh,
Unless these two coordinate against me, in which it might be one of them.
I mean, yeah,
I'll win.
You can't. No one wins when you fight your healer. Except for Chaos. Chaos win.
But here's the thing: I win by simply just going. I can hinder action you twice and then warning shot you. I will reduce all your die to d6s.
So
I have
No.
abilities. I have abilities
I
that
already
clear
have two
clear these things,
D6s.
and I have the tonic belt.
After Weak and Shaken, all I really care about is Poisoned, which none of you are able to actually apply.
You think I can't argue that?
Oh, I didn't realize the easiest way to win was just to cause you guys to make an EP measuring contest.
I mean, a
Look, I am,
PvP measuring contest
He's
sounds like
measuring
fun
from the bottom
after
of
I'm
the shaft.
fixed.
I'm measuring from balls up.
What made you think I'm not measuring from the taint?
Like,
Yikes.
well, simple. I said dibs.
At any rate, the Harper makes a two-finger gesture. Please come down here. Like he wants to have a talk immediately, Arden.
Yep, I'm heading to go talk to him.
You head down and it is good solid 4:15, and you are genuinely like, you head down and he's just looking at you like a very exasperated, confused, and like there's like a look on all your faces that's a little overwhelmed. He's like, he like taps the banister of his like lookout over the village and like looks up and just makes a raised hand gesture. He says, what just happened?
Short version, shit went sideways, and it's my fault.
I thought you said you were to deal with it, Arden.
Did deal with it. Nothing was damaged. Nobody from the village was hurt. The shrine is intact and uncorrupted.
I think I caught that. No one from the village. What happened to the snake people?
They chose to take a chance before we had a chance to dissuade them. They will not bother the village.
You have any idea what just happened?
Somewhat. So let me ask you this. How much more gray do you want your fur to be?
You know, I'm usually all for avoiding things above my pay grade, Arden, but I am the town chieftain, and I do have to look after our sacred site.
All right. So, full version. Point up to the helmet. Cursed item. interacted with the ritual they were doing to try and destroy it. We managed to wrest it somewhat out of its control. It caused the sphere. It opened a portal to what it called the Nature Trail of Death. They jumped in thinking it was the sign to speak to the spirit, the nature spirit that they wanted to. We resisted it. It closed. It all went away. Everything up there is fine.
You said the gate opened?
A gate. I don't know if it is the gate.
Well, there's only one up there, Arden.
There's one that is up that is intended to be part of up there. That doesn't necessarily mean that another one wasn't opened up because of the way the ritual interacted.
Hmm.
I mean, I'd never heard of this nature road to death before.
Yeah, that's because we try and...
And what?
His foot's like tapping, sort of like yours does when he's like worried or nervous, or like because you're afraid of lie, like you might lie.
That's the native gate to that shrine, isn't it?
Not addressing that. You said it was just the snake people and the gate's completely shut?
Yes. There's some cosmetic damage to the stone, but the shrine itself is untouched and uncorrupted.
Hmm. I we They're gonna need to speak with the shaman because your mask interacted with it, and we need to make sure nothing bad happened. What else got attached? What else got attached uh to the gate that caused all this?
You're up, big guy.
I have a relic, my Fate Stone, attached to the gate, but I was able to pull it off.
What fate's attached to your fate stone?
Doom-driven warrior.
That's half the truth. So do you want to roll to like not tell him the other half?
What do you mean? Doom-driven warrior is the Fate Stone.
Oh
That is
yeah,
the
yeah.
rune, right?
That's the new rune. Yeah, because you had fateless before.
Yep.
I thought I was thinking that when you said fateless, basically. I don't know why. He kind of hears that, and you kind of see like a wide, like before he like masks it for like after 2 seconds. There's a very wide look of like concern, and then he says, "We have to talk to the shaman." There's an old, large, gray, like somewhat like a beard, kind of very floofy, uh, thick, kind of like big boy, kind of like Sarg, but like differently. Like he's not like round in the belly. He's just kind of like very a lot of floof. So it kind of like reminiscent of like a gray beard if like the whole body was a beard. Shaman, and he wears his own skull mask. Except it is the skull of a bunny folk, and in it are fixed uh two emeralds. And he is currently like hard at work, um, over here on the isolated like kind of like hut that he lives in by like this tree on the opposite end of the town. He lives like high like under this like weird hutch like he's basically caused nature magic to make a little like weird sprouted dome like bulbous like home within the tree. The tree is like grown like this weird awful growth that he lives in. Like he stops by on the way. It takes you guys about 10 minutes to like cross over and jump over these little 3 streams and stuff. But like on the way, he stops and says, "Everything's fine, everybody. Arden dealt with it. We're all good." And he sent the snake people away. Everything has resolved peacefully, and they even left of their own accord. It seems that they got what they needed. Arden was able to reach a heroic thing, and like everyone kind of like claps and like is glad and pleased. But it's like a bittersweet thing for you guys, that because like your
That
chieftain that
foot's
you've
tapping like a mofo.
your chieftain that you've known is like uh clearly lying to your town and village, and like there's some stuff that you're uncomfortable with that's like being uncovered here.
Keep my mouth shut and try and keep more behind Arnvid. So go visit the
You can do it.
You enter in, and the shaman is just like actively like waiting for you. Like he felt the energy and is just kind of like prepared, like a enough cups that like it's unnerving that like he knew that there would be 4 of you. Like there's 5 cups and one of them is in his hand.
DM, we just wanted to cross through town and like do a little bit of visiting, say hi to the fam. and
Yeah,
just keep
yeah.
on our way.
Yeah.
But no. Curse.
Hey, before or after, I had to address this whole death flag thing. This is one of the routes that I could take with it. And you wanted to explanations for
Yeah, me
why.
going off wandering a path, not dying fighting.
Yeah.
Is that really a warrior's death?
No, it wasn't
Well,
necessarily
all
me
I'm
trying to
saying
kill
is
you. It was
It's all your fault.
I was gonna give you, like, you guys avoided it, like, but I was gonna give y'all a little journey to the land of death, like through that nature path.
No, snakes can make it back
The snakes can
next
make it
day.
back.
What happens with
But
them.
you still have to figure out what's this super powerful nature spirit, and why do you have this, like, these abilities to like speak with like nature, like or like that's like sort of your backstory that I wanted to help reveal. So sitting yeah, so yeah, you guys wanted a peaceful happy episode, and like yeah, like stuff happened. I mean, I'm gonna give you the rest of the peaceful happy episode if we get to it, but right now he's just sitting there, looking over a cup of mint tea, and 4 cups that have already been poured and are nice and hot for each of you. And he looks at you. He's like, "I see the gate opened, Harper." And you know that this is Shaman Bittergrass.
He has such a positive name.
Have you tasted grass before? It is bitter.
Not always.
That was over table.
Oh, okay.
yeah, so something happened. Kind of a cursed item that interacted with things that I didn't think was going to interact, or maybe I wouldn't have done what I did, or made some other arrangements, and Gateway opened.
Mm.
Excuse me.
I can feel it on you. You've got a terribly cursed item, and for me to touch it would ruin my ability to attend to this village. I do not wish to carry off some of its powers at a risk. I have to tend to that gate, you see, and only a select few are allowed to tend to it, and it is our sacred duty, and has been for some time.
I understand.
That's not the only item
Figuring
you
out.
have. Did you take anything from the shrine when you were up there?
Oh, I didn't take any. I mean, just it claimed it would have been pulled from us, but no, I don't have anything extra.
Bittergrass wasn't one of the people who signed off when you were gone. And he also takes note of the fact that he's like, "Why are you wearing a shaman mask?"
Because it made me look tough and scary instead of cute.
It doesn't work often, but sometimes.
It works.
Oh, you get a death stare. You get a serious death stare with that.
Really, death stare after all I've been through?
Yes!
You're better than this, Damon.
It's like, what's that? You're threatening me with a good time?
He
You're threatening me with my only job?
looks at all of you, and he's like, they have purposes, Arden. That we need these masks for. It's rude to look at and speak to the spirits without your mask, and these masks, you can't just make another one. It takes some time. It's wrong to take it from someone.
I didn't. No, I just thought it was.
No, you're wrapped up in this now. That's why you have the mask. I'm pretty sure nature allowed it. Otherwise, they would have warned the shaman who you took it from. Have you told them yet? And he's like, Harper just looks at him like, why would I?
Told what?
About the great ancestor spirit who resides in the mound atop the shrine. But why the gate is up there?
I never knew anything about it at all. It was just, a place we went to a couple times a year, left a few offerings, and that was it. Just an old tradition.
Are you sure? And he looks over you. He's like trying to figure out what on you, like, has any attachment to that shrine up there. He's like, nothing else you have is related in any way to the old ways.
Like nothing that I'd brought from like today. And I slowly pull the knives out. My dad made these out of some metal he found up there.
They both look at each other like this is completely new information to them. He should have known better.
I had to make something for me because he knew I was going to leave.
He probably thought that, like many people, that because it's a shrine, that anything up there is blessed and would make you very strong. But there's carrying things away from a shrine like that brings and attaches certain things to you, and life likes to go full circle and tell funny stories, Arden. And now you're kind of involved in all this. Have you been noticing any strange gifts you've had since you left?
Yeah, I can sometimes, if I really try, I can understand some languages that I didn't think I could.
Hmm.
Like
That
the
would
snake folk, I understood them.
That would explain that. And like Harper is the one who speaks of that would explain that. Oh, all right. Well, you're the one who knows more about it, Bittergrass. And Bittergrass begins to tell you someone is buried up there, or incorporated is a better way of saying it. It's a long and involved history, Arden, and only people allied to certain kinds of magics are allowed to be shaman here, and that's why the shamans are always kind of at the edge of the village. You're about as much of an outcast as I was growing up, so you kind of know. I'm sure you saw me looming at the edge of the town like you used to.
Yeah. I wish I was just, part of the role of being shaman. You know what I mean? You don't want to be so approachable that everyone brings you the everyday problems. You want us to figure it out for ourselves.
Is that how you think it works in other towns?
Oh, this is the only town that I know of that has shamans in it.
Like, you're aware, Manja, that there are other shamans, but they're not always aloof like that.
Oh no.
But
There
we
are
haven't
towns
been
that
to
are
any of
built
those. We've
around
been
the
to human
shaman.
towns that don't have shamans.
Yeah.
Some do.
Mine does.
You're aware deeper
I
in the
haven't been there.
deeper in the jungle that the shamans are like sometimes very friendly or sometimes like they run a whole gamut. They're not always aloof. They're not always like loners.
I mean,
Well,
it's like witches. Witches run the whole gambit. You have witches, and then you have hags.
Yeah, yeah.
to
You have
clarify
shamans,
what
and then you have cult leaders.
to kind of clarify what Arden was saying, it was more like he wasn't generalizing it for all shamans. It was like he thought that was just it was what how Bittergrass interpreted his role as shaman, as I'm supposed to be the stern, only come to me when you have a real problem and you've tried everything yourself, so we don't become dependent on him, kind of thing. That's what Arden kind of meant by that.
Well, it's time for you to learn because you're involved in this now, especially since you're carrying the blades and the gift has been given to you.
Okay.
There is a person less. Harper was right. Incorporated is a better word than buried up there. A bunny folk, a rabbit folk, long, long, long time ago.
A
He,
Harrison, if you will.
yes, he's a hare. Um, he was known as the Hare of Death.
Right. I don't think I've ever heard of them.
Uh, I doubt you've heard of him, and though you've probably heard of an old children's tale. Oh, quick Jack run, quick Jack go. Uh, Jack be nimble, Jack be quick.
Okay. Let me player asking here. Is that DM just defaulting to a
Yeah. It's me defaulting to something but basically there would be a fantasy like something
Okay, I'm
closer.
just making sure that he isn't referencing something from First Life
Yeah,
before I react.
he's basically giving you this children's like grim tale, but like or like nursery rhyme, this goose rhyme of like
Yeah.
uh Jack jumps the river, Jack jumps the tree, uh Jack jumps the gate, and Jack jumps you and me. But it's like a bunny who like causes a lot of trouble until he meets someone and he has to like accept a deal. And it's like revealed later that like in the old folk tale, the old wives' tale, that the person he met and he like messed around with was death.
Yeah, I remember that. It's just old nursery rhyme.
Uh, No, 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 boy, it's not. It's there's way more truth in it than you know. But none of the bunnies need to be burdened with that knowledge unless they're attached to it. At any rate, being what they are, they wouldn't be attached to the energies of it. But I see now you were always fit for this role, so it makes sense that it all ended up on you. I guess kind of like fate or something. I don't know. He begins to. His name was Jack Blackroot.
Hmm.
He was one of the first nature necromancers.
Oh, nature necromancer.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever heard of one of those.
I mean, sounds like just like one of the there's druid circles from 5e that sound like that.
Jack was
Little
a
spores, right?
Jack was a practitioner of black magic, natural black magic.
Oh,
He
natural black.
he made it. He made a lot of his black magic using brews, and that's why he was called Blackroot. His Blackroot brew is an old secret. I still don't know if everything I know about it is right, and you don't use it anyways for the trouble that Blackroot's tail ended up in. He would borrow years of life from old dying folk, and eventually he was visited by someone that he offered his tea to, and they took it as a grave insult because, well, they were here to address this issue. They were death. And Death, being rather incensed by what Jack Blackroot was doing and putting off his own death, made him make amends. He was forced to build a gate on top of our village. And that's why Three Streams is the end of a pilgrimage path that starts further in, it begins inside the jungle. It is a pilgrim's path that you take up till the symbolic point of death.
As the serpent folk said, this was the end of it.
Yeah.
Oh,
God damn it. Arden, this was supposed to be a simple trip.
hey. It's not like I rolled in the random encounter table.
No, that stupid hat did. It really
And
To be
boned us.
fair, the hat helped open up the correct pathway. It didn't change it.
he was forced to give time he had stolen back to many of the dead by raising them and allowing them to serve and protect. And so many of the guardian spirits of the nature lands come from the death gate atop our village, and they wander into the forests and they attend to the rest of the villages. That is their gate in and out of this world.
The Dark Nights. The nights where everybody's supposed to stay indoors, right?
Yes. Well, they're not particularly savage or vicious spirits. It's just they're doing their
No.
job, and
But it's not that. It's the
you're not supposed to go anywhere near the gate. Yes, the nights where I've always told all of you that, and told terrible stories that scare a lot of the children. Yes, you're supposed to stay away from the gates on those nights.
that's what I'm saying. It's just that's the tradition. It's to keep us from, so the spirits can come and go and
Yes.
not show the gate.
And so you wouldn't see them coming or going.
Yeah.
Idiot of your father to grab metal from up there, but I suppose that finished some sort of ritual that explains a lot of things. Jack was a natural practitioner of dark magic, and dark magic as it came from the land. And have you had any connection with this?
I just let my eyes go black.
Fair enough.
And then I'll let him clear. For like, oh, since I was basically a teenager. I mean, you saw the event. Well, you probably, I don't know if you saw, but at least heard the event where the bully, where I hurt him and I guess killed him. I didn't mean to.
No, I doubt you killed him. You just moved him a little bit closer to the gate. He's
They told me he passed away.
he moved away. We didn't think that it was a clever idea to tell you that he passed away, but the town likes to spread its own rumors. We were going to keep that secret on our own, but it seems that the town has a mouth of its own. No, he left, and it was good to keep him away because his spirit is primed for the gate because of what you did. It's better to keep him far away.
Yeah.
That is what that is what the shamans of this village do. We tend towards one of the most sacred gates. This is one of the most powerful sites, and we intentionally make sure that this town is obscure and insignificant, a footnote, because it shouldn't be known what this is.
Oh, it's a good thing we didn't send the ley line here then.
That wasn't even an option. We didn't want to do. We didn't need to do that.
We could have.
Could have, but we didn't need it. Yeah, no, that's just borrowing trouble. Let's not even go there.
You said some.
We're not, we're,
You said some snake folk went through the gates. Anything that they were looking for in particularly, or they?
Their village has been cursed. It's caught out of
skipping.
time. That's why they've been gone. That's why they just disappeared. To them, only a few weeks maybe has passed. I'm not even sure that much. I didn't get that much details, but it didn't seem like it had been very long.
As
what I understood.
He gestures towards the tea that you have some, and then goes and grabs a couple of things, and he grabs some paints, and he will grab like a small couple of set of brushes, and he asks for your mask to like update it a little bit.
I take it off and hand it over. I'm planning to try and fix what I did to try and. I know what I was trying to keep the dice from doing something worse, and it didn't work quite right. And I've got a couple of ideas of how to fix it. I just haven't felt like it was quite time yet. I know it sounds like I'm making excuses, but
I wouldn't know exactly how to completely bind this. It's lucky you managed anything at all, Arden, but it is a greatly powerful object, and it would have taken a lot of effort for someone still new at ritual practices to do what you did, so you should be proud at least. The problem is that you've 3 living souls have gone along the nature path to death, and because they did not die a natural death, it is repeating a problem that Blackroot did. Their years have been stolen from them, Arden. And so they're going to be displeased spirits that we're going to have to appease. So if you could look into their issue, that would help figure out whatever was going on with the serpent villages. I don't know how you would, but
besides the time skipping, they also claimed their eggs were not hatching.
It could be just because of the time skipping.
Well, anything messing with that powerful of magic, I would be known, but I need to ask you something because it's very rarely do we ever force this upon anybody, but it seems that the situation has worked itself over several years where I was not aware as I should have been. Arden, how do you feel about being inducted into the way of the Blackroot shamans?
You cannot be an edgy bunny.
Uh,
An even more edgy bunny.
We can get you guy liner.
We can get you a stocking and then some fishnet
No,
for
no,
each
we
leg.
get the crow makeup.
Feral Crow.
guys,
Nah, we can just use soot.
I've never done much in the way of magic. It just kind of it. Oh no, that's not true. I've been doing more magic lately. Let's be honest, I have been. Maybe, maybe
Like my
I
friend a vampire says what?
I'm going to say some words and some right, and after I'm done, this mask will be yours, though. I think that there's a story here too with this mask, something unrelated that you're going to have to resolve. But you've already fulfilled a lot of the conditions for becoming a Blackroot priest. You've acquired your own mask. You've taken something from Blackroot's quarry or his pile or his called a cairn, but it's a piling of stones in remembrance or significance that something was significant there. Something significant lies there, was there previously. Um, and now you've interacted with the gate, so and that you practice nature magic, black magic. At this point, it's all but a formality, but you still have to accept it.
let me ask you this, because this is something weird that's happened recently, and maybe you'll understand it, and maybe you can help me make sense of it. You know, when people fight the monsters, not the normal beasts, but monsters, and destroy them, there's the black motes that appear, right?
Yeah.
I've been absorbing them.
Yeah.
I don't feel like it's corruption. I can kind of feel them somewheres in me, but they're like waiting. Not impatiently either. Just I took it in and something happened and now they're there.
It's no light thing, but it's not inherently. Dark magic is more difficult than light magic in that it deals with the worst impulses and many of the things, and it deals with all the way up to the realm of death and the death that Blackroot's path is one that is a magical contradox or paradoxy. Um, nature natural death magic is like uh, saying a really cold fire. It's or an icy fire. It's death is not natural to these lands. It never originally was. Arden. Long ago. When back even before the dragons established their rule over TABRA. Truly ancient times, death was not an element of these lands. and it has become a natural part of life, but it was not always natural, and it is the darkness of life that things die. And the life on Tabra has found a way to incorporate and go through the cycle of the ether. But the ether cycle did not always exist as it does now.
There's
Once
always getting more.
people were at more peace. The light element dominated. It was only in introduction in darker elements that they had to reckon, and the effects and the cycle changed. It once the abundance of light energy and the abundance of its health and its healing properties flowed through, and it kept people vigorous and youthful and young. And the ether was like a connection between people rather than a cycle of souls from death to life. It is not that way anymore, and so natural death magic is a tension between two things. It is keeping them in proper balance. Dark magic alone by itself is a atrocious thing. Dark magic completely fully given into only the worst impulses, not tempered, not directed. We have our dark impulses now. That is the world we live in, and we must understand and place them in their proper place. There's a time to be grossly angry, but only in that time, and that is what natural death magic and natural dark magic seeks. Anything else is, well, I'm sure you know of the Demon King.
Yeah, yeah. And this is kind of really making sense because once I started realizing the dark magic and that sort of stuff, I always felt like it was a valve.
That is a good way to
Not
put
that
it.
I was acting on dark impulses or pushing dark emotions for the sake of dark emotions, but more venting something that was within me in a constructive way.
Yeah, that is all it is ever meant to be, and that is what Blackroot was assigned to. These souls that are raised in the way of his necromancy are raised so they can attend to unfinished business, or at least they can be given a good business to finish. You're meant to raise them long enough that they can go about doing things that they wished to do, or at least be allowed to do enough good that they feel at peace when they die.
Constructive outlet for the darker emotions.
Yes, a constructive outlet. It is giving them the years back that Blackroot stole from them, giving them something.
That's tracking with a lot of stuff.
Well, I don't know how you tie in all this, and he looks at Arden or Arnvid. A doom-driven stone is a dangerous thing. Blackroot himself angered death, and I hope you haven't either.
Maybe a tad, but he asked for cookies next time I stop by, so I should be able to appease him a little.
Going to assume that you're joking.
No, he's not.
I'm going to not address that because the last person in this village who spoke to death personally has a shrine dedicated to him, and he like points up to where Blackroot is buried, and was not buried with many high honors, if you understand what I'm saying.
He was
Yeah.
a town goth.
Blackroot was reduced to his most mineral state in a powerful elemental ritual as his
So what
final
I'm
act of
hearing is that
sacrifice.
Blackroot was all about the alt girl life, and that what did him in.
No, I'm fairly light magic aligned myself.
Well, That's good for you. I don't know what the monkey is talking about. Just go look into the matter of the snake village. These spirits are going to be troubled, and I don't know how to give back a full life, and I don't know how long snake folk live. So, and with time magic, who knows how many years they were supposed to have. So, it's gonna be a lot of work if you. And seeing as you're the next in line to become the shaman of this town, it's gonna be a lot of work for you if you don't deal with this with your younger years. Go figure out what's
Yeah.
going on with their village.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
We'll look into that. We just.
As for now, and he raises a hand and he says, like I said before, drink the tea.
I drink the tea.
Yeah,
And
when
then
you
you go out.
when you drink the tea, like you feel like a presence over you, and the mask calms down. Like the mask is like suppressed under the like a this is not the Blackroot tea, but this is a tea that from like his like Blackroot's book. And that like it has suppressed the wrongful elements of the dark magic in this cursed mask. Uh that should make your visit a little bit more enjoyable, Arden, though I can't keep it calm forever. Visit my hut every day, and if either of the two of you are dealing with something dark, death, huh?
Sure.
And he just looks
Absolutely.
he looks at Arnvin and he's like, huh. Well,
It's my fate.
I just want to say I'm the only one who doesn't deal with dark stuff here. Both of you are just like just put on the guideline already. You goths.
No.
You're
Hey,
painted
Blue
up and down
druggy
in
paint
tattoos.
only.
you may
I-
actually not be
Oh.
aware of the significance that has monkey. You might not know that sometimes people who are going through dark things need a moment of levity. I very often enjoy watching the town folk enjoy life. It reminds me why I am fighting off the darker tensions. So
Sure, if that floats your boat.
they probably need you.
Besides, my style is totally tribal core.
We can convert you to cottagecore. It won't be hard.
And
Harper just,
log
like-
houses are better
Harper
in
just shrugs
cottages,
his-
let's be honest.
I don't know what the kids talk about nowadays anymore. Like Harper's like looking at Bittergrass. And he's like, I don't know what the kids talk about anymore. I don't understand it. Anymore.
Sorry, it's in jokes from all of our travel or all of our travel together.
All right. Well, if you need anything, feel free to the village. But I think your mother and father would probably enjoy your visit, and I'll put off the long conversation I will have about defiling a sacred site with your father till after your leave.
I wince. Please.
I suppose it doesn't matter now that you are ordained into the order of the Blackroot shamans. Maybe you just have a conversation with your father that he doesn't make any other equipment from metal he steals up there, especially considering that Blackroot's body is mixed in with that. Blackroot was reduced to his fundamental essences and elements and buried there. He is the metal and the rocks up there.
I'm very glad I didn't have those dwarves work on it then.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, I'll have a speak with him.
Good. And for what it's worth, Arden, I am glad to have you back in the village. It was nice to see a kindred spirit. And I suppose more than one ways than one now. Perhaps whenever you're done with your adventuring, you will come back and allow me to educate you on your new duties.
Yeah. In group chat, we're running as fast as possible.
there's a lot of world to see, so we'll see what goes on. But I understand I at least somewhat understand what's going on here, and I understand the responsibility.
Good. Now, Mew and I have a lot to discuss, Harper. And you have to go see your mother and father, and I don't know what the two of you have to do, but go do it. There's no snake man in our village. Yeah, well, you've...
They get introduced to my mother and father and my 16 siblings.
Well, you've...
The parents already? I don't know if we're prepared for this.
I don't have a cake.
Like it's gonna take you long to do a cake, Manja.
Get out of my hut.
I'm still in your kitchen.
He walks, he like kind of just, at this point, he just grabs a broom and begins brushing, like in a way to like just get you out of his house, get out of my hut, and then shuts the door.
Oh,
Bittergrass
which house is yours down here?
This is Bittergrass's, and yeah, you can tell me whichever house on this image looks like fitting for you. Where do you live?
We'll go front and center.
Nice. Yeah, you live close to the like you're close to the carrot fields. Your mother and your father are currently like everyone has kind of filed back into their home. Your 17 siblings, including Bolo, the youngest, who drew a little map for the region, are currently inside enjoy like they all look very like big bellied, and the little like bunny sleep that happens after having had like a full big stew of carrots. It's only gonna put these kids out for maybe 30 minutes, but everyone is kind of like rolled over, like, and they hear the door creak and, oh, is that the town? Sarg, is that you? Is that the town guard?
I don't weigh much for that.
Your mother like looks up and like sees you, and she attempts to waddle, but she's like too fattened by the carrot stew, and so she just kind of like makes a motion like, come here, to, like I want to hug.
I go up and hug
Like,
her.
I have a question. Can we fit in his house?
It's
Can
difficult.
I fit in the house?
Almost no.
How hunched
gonna have
over am I? Down 4 feet?
You're
Like
gonna have to knee walk.
this house is 5 foot tall.
Alright, so
I
I'm
don't think
ape
you're-
walking. Got it.
Yeah, you're ape walking.
Arnvid, this is a play school house.
This is actually one of the larger houses. I don't have to duck here.
Yeah, lucky you.
All the kids are looking at you, and they would be laughing, except half of them are asleep from the carrot stew, and like your dad like does this like kind of embarrassing, just full on like he is just monkey ball, he is just a rolling bunny, and he just kind of hold on son, and he just kind of like lifts up his arms and just kind of rolls left to you, and kind of looks up to you like from basically the ground. And he grabs you by the knee and he says, "I'm very proud of you."
I
just
just
think
have
that-
to eat this much.
We don't have to. We choose to, and it's a joy that you get to. Have you forgotten everything of where you came from, boy?
No,
Ra-
I just eat his food. Would you to try his food? And I hook up them over at Manja.
At
Rat-
forgotten, I'm going to wince a little bit.
Rabbit Stew Day is the best day. These are the best days of this part of the year, son. And
I'm just like, yes, rabbit stew's really good.
I don't like the way he says that, but I am too full to be thinking about any other food. It's good to see you, boy. I'm glad you're doing well. 6
Yeah,
months on the road. 6 months on the road, yeah. Like your mother's like while she's like keeping you pinned down from a hug. It's like, oh, you could probably use so much, but we have a little bit left in in the boiler, and I have it keeping it warm on the stove. Make yourself all some bowls. Make yourself some bowls, honey. Your friends are more than welcome. tell your friend to not break one of my chairs. These are all heirlooms, and if he breaks one of my chairs, he's gonna be building me another one or fixing the one that's here. But yeah, they're all welcome to sit at the table, or you can sit around the table in the living room, in the den, and please tell us what you've been doing on the road. Like it's oh man, your father was really confident with those knives, that knife work he gave you, but
I still got them, and I pat the handle sticking out from the small of my back.
it's not fair
And
to be able to not be able to write a letter. You know, it's not fair to not be able to write a letter. But yeah, I stay busy, so I would have written you more if I knew where you were, but maybe not as
we've
many
been
as I would have
moving
liked.
We were moving around a lot, so it's okay. We understand. And I'll spend like the next hour or so telling somewhat sanitized versions of the stories since the kids are there.
Yeah, in about an hour, quicker for the adults. Like the bunnies like are sleep for 30 minutes and then still kind of when they wake up for 30 minutes. But your mom and your dad kind of like their bellies kind of like shrink as they be in the process to so much carrot they've eaten. They look at you, Arnvin and Manja, and they're like, if you're not gonna eat a bowl, can we have your? They're tempted to have
No, I've
another
already
one.
finished 2 bowls over here.
Yeah.
This is good food.
Monja's casually adding meat to his bowl from
We
his
do
own
eat-
supplies.
We do eat meat, just in smaller quantities, and that's why I became a hunter.
No, don't bother him, honey. If he needs to add it, he needs to add it. It's about the spirit of the holidays. You just gotta treat yourself. These are special days, you see. And like your mother is eyeing like, but if he's done with his bowl, like there's kind of a gluttonous spirit from this holiday.
So,
The food is good.
I obviously I have a bowl and I enjoy it, and we share. We spend some time sharing stories and such, and I kind of look around. I was asked to pass this along, Dad. No more scavenging metal from the cairn, please.
Oh, did you rat me out to bitter grass? That's a bitter pill to swallow, son. I can't believe you.
He sensed it himself.
Ah, unfortunate.
When I was in his presence with the knives, he's felt it. So I did not inform him directly. He asked about it.
It's a good big pile of metal, son, but you're right, and he's probably right. It's so, especially with everything that just happened up there, it's probably not worth whatever weird magic it infuses into the blades.
Yeah, it's probably not a good idea.
Well, I'm glad to have you back, and I'm glad to hear all the wonderful tales you've been going through. Tell me more about this singer you took upon to this. To your mother, like, it begins to like pester you about Cantor Shalane.
She was just pretty and sound and had a nice voice. Is all. That's all. That's just.
Oh yeah, and like your father like kind of gives you a knowing look, but like is more he has rolled back to the table, and he's like this is a whole scene like while your mother's like bothering you yeah I'm sure it's just a good singing voice like basically insinuating I used to sing for your father, and like it cuts to like Arnvid's like getting tapped on his knees like lower bowl to me, bud. Like your father is just like a round thing on the ground, like a round globulous thing, and he's just looking 100% serious with all the authority of the father of the house. He's looking at Arnvid from the ground, like half hand leaned up, and he's just like, you lower me a bowl.
Sorry, this one's taken.
Trust me, Dad. He's about the only person who could out eat you.
I don't care if he eats with me. I just lower me a bowl and like you're pretty
I
sure
said
if
I said
you're,
out eats you, as in eat more than you.
you're pretty sure if your dad
Even
eats
with your head start.
yeah, you're pretty sure if your dad eats anymore, he's gonna pop. And like, if there's a point where this goes a little bit too far. And having been from Earth,
Manja's being a dick and just dropping rabbit recipes in the group chat. It's like I'm just saying he's very plump. Like it would like honestly like just get the oven ready.
having been from Earth, this is a very like this is always a very like a little bit like there's elements of your Earth life that make this a bit of a grotesque holiday, even though having grown up here, it's also like nostalgic in a way too. And so it's like there's one half of you that's like eat to your full and just be happy, and the other half is like this is just stupid. Like, and your father's gonna explode one day from just eating all this.
Oh, excuse me.
But at the end of the day, like you are welcome to stay this night. They make a room for you, and like obviously your room still belongs to you. Your room that 6 of your other siblings are, and they've converted your bed into like a desk for one of the ones who wants to be more studious. Like
6 in one room is considered private.
yeah. Like your brothers who are the older siblings. And like one of them wishes to be more studious, so he's converted it into like a desk, and he's like surprised. This is Kilm, like Kilm. Like, but there's Bolo and Kilm, and Kilm is just like, well, I didn't expect to see you back so soon. I thought you left forever.
We're only passing through. We got some things to do, and we were in the area. I thought I'd come by and let everybody know I'm still alive, and show all my hometown off to my friends. And we've been kind of all over this part of the continent for now, and now we're heading to a different area, or we will be.
There's a tension over the next 15 minutes where you're talking to your brother that like you get the vibe that he's a little bit envious that you're able to leave. Like he doesn't have the courage to do what you're doing, or he doesn't think he has the ability. But like there's a bit of like a mixture of I'm glad to see you, and like he reminds you that he repurposed your bed almost immediately to like help his studies. You're not really clear what he's studying, but just certain like magical or like more like intellectual studies, like history and other things and lore. And he's like, I don't know, there's a bit of like a standoffish tension with like one of your siblings, that he's like very much like stuck in this town is what the vibe he feels, but he's also too afraid to go fight to live. He just wish it's like he as if he wishes he could be part of the Magus Guild
Or the Researchers Guild.
or the Researchers Guild. Yeah.
So, and how old is his brother? Like almost almost adult age.
If you're like 20, he's like 16.
In a point in the night when it's quieter and you can get some quasi privacy, where the general rule of thumb in the house is you ignore any conversations that are going on. I kind of take him inside. Look, you don't have to wield weapons. Go out in the world and do what you want to do. If you go to, player is going to stall out here. What was the name of the town we went to at the start of this whole thing?
The start was the town. I am also brain farting. I think it was called it started with an M. It started with an M. I know it started with an M. It was like a music.
Do the world map.
It's a music term. It was Miraval.
Mirabelle, yep.
Yeah.
So look, It's a journey, but following the roads, you can make it to Mirabel. And there is what's known as the Researchers Guild. Go there, sign up, and learn
Easy for
and
you to say.
research.
It costs a fee to join the Researcher Guild, and you don't make a lot of money living in a rabbit town.
And I hand over
tried
a stack
to.
of 100 zenny that I already had in my hand.
He looks at you genuinely there's a mix of like the combativeness of, you know, I'm your brother and I'm not gonna give you a win, and the other half of like, you'd really give me this, and like he doesn't really know how to react, but it's like he is your brother and he's like very thankful.
Yeah.
But there's also there's so many other emotions that any young person has, like the trepidation of like, but I'd still have to, like, the very thing he's complaining about and like moaning about, confronted with all he really has to do is go do it, is like, but I have to leave. Like there's a sudden like, oh, he's been complaining about it, but also like, now this is the real risk. Now there's nothing of the like,
now there's one less excuse.
now there's one less excuse, and now you just got to go do it. And he's like,
Shit.
yeah,
How dare you.
yeah, shit. How dare you call me on my bluff? And he's just kind of stuck like that. And he's like, he thanks you for the money, pockets it, and
All I ask, don't try and pay me back. Pay it to one of them, and I kind of nod my head in the direction of the younger kids' rooms. In a few years.
thanks, Arden.
Yeah. It's hard. Good lord, those first steps out was scary as hell. Ah, whole first, and I just kind of get this long stare out as I think about more of all the first steps I've made in this life, where I've forced myself to not be the passive I was before. And then I just kind of give myself a little shake. First step. Old saying I heard once. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with but a single step. So don't look at
You
the
can really,
days,
you can really
and
boom
how
my
you're
dude like
going
that.
to, how you're going to get there, or anything like that. Just take that first step. You know, grab a pack, set it aside, then take that next step later, and then another step, and then another step, and then the next thing you know, and I just kind of raise my hands like, here I am.
Yeah. And he figures he could make it most of the distance down to at least Ronwen, and then the only part he's scared about is being in the human kingdom outside of the deep woods. Like from Ronwen to Merville.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
that
I mean-
that main major road that he's like, what, anything could happen in this like human kingdom.
It is bad. I will be honest with that. Merville wasn't that bad. They were fairly tolerant. And then once you get signed up, you can say, hey, I want to be posted somewhere else. And they can try and help you figure out there. You could try some of the towns further south in the deep woods. Maybe one of them have a scholars guild. Researchers Guild that you could join. You'd want to go to one of the bigger towns for that though, because I think it's mostly a human thing, but obviously they want information, so they're probably going to go to other places too.
You know that there is like the Researchers Guild has pointed out, like there is anywhere there's a Adventurers Guild, there is also always a Mages and Research Guild, or usually there is, like almost predominantly. They all three come together as like government branches from like Velt that have like basically established themselves like as a synonymous universal presence across the continent. There is
So there would be human adventurers guilds in non-human lands.
Yeah, there are human adventurers guild in non-human land, and the idea was before all this weirdness with like their new like kind of supremacy thing. like in the like 200 years ago, but and before that, for like the last 4,000 years, it was generally just a all transcontinental like organization where anyone from any race could join. And basically, an adventurer was technically a government role back in Velt, so you always had some security you could fall back on if you were a decent enough adventurer that got high enough. You could go back and kind of request a government role. It always was kind of implied it mostly went to humans. But like, it is a organization that it was always intended to be like, unifying. So it's not just humans, but like predominantly humans in human lands. And predominantly other people in other lands. Usually a human works, because it's also kind of like essentially a franchise thing. Usually a human works in at least one works as the staff for the Adventurers Guild or Researcher Guild. But yeah, they're like staffed by so many people all across the lands. The sucky thing about being part of a Researchers Guild that isn't like well connected is essentially you have no materials or resources to like print books, and you're like basically begging for money for people to fund you, so you can print more books and do more research and like do more investigations and stuff. Being a broke franchise is like bad. The Mages Guild always seems to stay funded though, because there's almost like every single continent has this universal thing where like they all know leaving mages alone to do mage things is a dumb idea. Keep them occupied. So the dwarves do that.
Experimentation leads to explosions.
Yeah.
Don't let them experiment unsupervised.
Yeah, like a unilateral. If you see a mage going off and building a mage tower, you should stop them. Like you should stop them and get them employed immediately, and working with other mages in a happy civil situation. Old wizards in a tower is how you get problems.
Mage Guild is just an adoption center.
Yeah. It's basically hey, you're a wizard who is kind of introverted. Here's other mages who like might be cool friends for you to hang out with and like play with and like do a job and work with and be productive to the society. Please, if anything, be anything but a complete introvert.
All this makes me think is like, what if there's a Build-A-Bear version of a wizard adoption agency?
But yeah, like unilaterally, if someone sees like, hey, I think a magic person lives in that tower, people either avoid that tower or a large group goes to that tower to suggest maybe you get a job.
They the Mages Guild starts interventions.
Yeah.
State-sponsored interventions.
All very true. And like basically you don't know if your brother's like a researcher guild kind of guy or a mages guild kind of guy, but the mages guild is always well like paid. Like it's like a stipend thing. People will send money so they don't have to deal with crazy wizards.
It's a protection racket.
It's a protection racket.
Set up on the wizard's behalf.
Turns out if you pay them a decent enough money and give them fun games and people to hang out with, wizards don't turn out crazy.
They don't try to unlock the secrets of immortality through necromancy. They just have a life.
Yeah, they just have, a decent life. And like your brother, you kind of know that it would be whatever direction you recommend to your brother will take to heart, but like it would be more financially stable to tell him to be a mage.
I tell him that. I tell him that it's more financially stable, but it may not be satisfying.
Especially if he's not actually skilled at magic. Like, they do actually expect you to be able to do the useful, practical magic, yeah?
Yeah. So, you're going to have to think, and you're going to have to figure out. And when it comes to magic, depending on the kind of magic that you resonate with, that could lead you to more pressure into combat roles.
Oh, I would like you and Manja and all three of you. Like, I think we're going to end this with a cool roll where you all three are going to roll me an insight willpower check at a difficulty of 10 to see if you can suss out what this boy's skill set is. At least if his skill set belongs to any of your sets, like things that you already have studied.
You said insight willpower?
Yeah.
Eat the dice.
Nice. Yeah, you're basically going over like magic with him and like any other like things that you guys know are knowledgeable about. Your brother is far more knowledgeable, like a well-read figure. He'd probably fit great at the researcher guild, but you want to give him a better life. And so you're like evaluating, can you do magic at all, please? Please, can you do magic? He's like a very much a nerd, but like let's see if he's actually a useful nerd who like can like move things with his mind. Everyone wants to be smart.
You're
Let's
an
see.
accountant.
Let's see if you can be a Jedi. Yeah, like no one wants to be an accountant. Everyone wants to be a wizard. Let's see here.
I haven't made my roll yet because I was trying to find a
good
title that would work.
Yeah.
But I seem to be missing my hero title.
Oh, you should have a hero title. Oh,
I got Hero of Dragons, but not the other one, not the Noteworthy Hero.
Noteworthy Hero.
There it is. That's where I found it. Okay.
Noteworthy Hero.
I figured, Noteworthy Hero knows would be more kind of in tune of stuff like that. Does that work for you?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Like you have a sense of like general like traveling with other people who are adventurers, so
yeah,
you get a vibe of like, like what's your class?
Yeah,
a 14, a 13, and a 15. Ooh.
I'm looking at all three of your classes to see if Gilm kind of like my concept of him like matches.
None of us have that. I think fit. Like Lord Master is like probably the closest for him.
Yeah, you have Gourmet, you have Wayfarer, Rogue, Sharpshooter, Arnvid, let me see here. Like you're kind of assessing like, is there any kind of magic you know whatsoever?
I mean, I've got Entropist, Elementalist, and the Necromancer, so I've got a exposure to different magics.
None of them good.
We don't have Spiritist.
Yeah, but that's a priest. This dude is not a priest.
You notice, Arnvid, the only magic that any of you guys are familiar with, any class that you guys share with Gilm, is possibly Esper. You notice that he has a strong mind, and you figure maybe if you could get him to feel something strong enough, like a thought or a desire, you could get him to move a small peg on a pegboard, and that would be like the first move in a test, like a series of like let's develop your Esper abilities. You're trying to get him to like demonstrate any kind of psychokinesis.
Okay, could I just speed run like a nasty chessboard and tell him move the pieces without touching them?
Yeah. Like you basically ask him what's the optimal move, and he goes to move his hand, and you're like, no, stop it. Like move it without touching it. And he's like, what? He's like,
and to satisfy the psychokinesis skill, each of the carvings are going to have a arcane or sword based weapon.
Yeah. And you're basically like, either make this pawn swing his sword, or make the bishop shoot somebody with his like magic arcane ability. And he's like, what? He's like, make them attack the other one. And he's going to make a roll. Right now he's got D6s across the board. And he's gonna D6, and he's trying to hit a 10, and he'll unlock his psychokinesis.
Ooh, so close.
Well,
does anyone want to give him a fabula point?
We don't have fabula points to give.
we are completely tapped out.
Unfun, but it is what it is, and that's.
I'll flip
that's
him
just...
in the nose. Don't cross your eyes while doing this. You need to have proper focus.
So cross your eyes while doing this.
I will give you. Let's see here. Like, what's a reasonable situation? I'm trying to see if you could give him a bonus, or like another chance to roll. He'd have to roll a 6 on one of these.
I have 3 levels in the class. Can I not give him a +3?
honestly, that actually is cool enough that like I will say he starts his life with a small level of psychokinesis. It's not his main skill. It's probably if he becomes an adventurer, he would be a lore master. But like he begins his journey in his life. You set Kilm off on his own adventuring as a psychokinetic. That is his only ability. He is just moving stuff around with his brain. But that's pretty damn cool.
That's pretty damn cool.
Yeah, and like you give him a +3 to it, and he like you we'll close the episode off on this like fun note, like you teaching Arden's brother like how to do brain move puzzle, but like what's your there is no spoon, Neo. What do you?
What? If he manages the chessboard, I'll toss him a training sword. I'll bring out my own, and I'll just float it around and smack him in the butt. Come on, block me.
Block. If you can learn,
Not with your hands, damn it.
If you
You're
can block
mine.
a chess piece, you can block a sword. And
Come on, I'm
yeah,
going for your throat next. Block this.
that's not reasonable. This is not a safe way to train people.
They're dull. You'll be fine.
And he does attempt to block and actually succeeds to move the sword. It's weak, you know. The flat of the blade still hits him, but your brother now knows psychokinesis.
Cool.
And he's moving little swords around with his brain, and it's not much, but now it's enough to possibly get him a job as a esper in the wizard towers, or the wizard like communes, the wizard guild. And I'm gonna go ahead and call it there, as you've basically given your brother an employable skill, which, God, if any of my family had ever done that for me. No. Not gonna hate. I think actually I have gotten a lot of computer skills because like the opportunities my family provided by like having a family computer. Back in the 90s, that was a huge deal. Having a single computer that we were even allowed to use was the deal when no one had computers. And I will go ahead and call it there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you next week, and in exactly 2 weeks, not exactly 2 weeks, 2 weeks and minus a day, it's gonna be my birthday. So look forward to that stream.
Birthday.
Happy birthday! I'm gonna be 32.
You're a baby.
Damn.
Youngster.
How old are all of? How
We're all
no,
in our 40s.
don't answer that.
I'm 23 over here. What you mean we're all in our 40s?
I'm
You're a
52. I'm
You're the
52.
babies. I'm twice your age.
I truly didn't expect to dox you guys' age. That's why I was telling you don't say it.
I don't care.
Oh my
I've
god.
earned every one of my gray hairs.
You're fucking ancient. I need to ask you when the dinosaurs were made.
I'm the one who
Indian
killed them.
scammers that call me every other day already know how old I am. This isn't gonna change much.
I could ask you about computers, but I'd rather ask you about when they mined your crystals from the ground to build telephones.
Now, see, the thing is, it always smirks to me is that, majority of the people, even meeting me face to face, assume I am in mid to early 40s, if not younger.
Dude, that's a really good gift to have in life. That means you're healthy. That probably
Exactly. That's why I don't have a problem telling you what my age is.
That's
because
probably mean you're taking good care of your body and your health. So like it's not showing on your. You don't have signs of stress aging, or you don't have signs of like premature aging from like eating unhealthy.
My beard is about 1/3 gray, and that's about my beard and mustache is about 1/3 gray, and it's and I keep it fairly short, so you don't see it as much, and that's you don't see it in my hair. I got balding spots, but hell, you got 30-year-olds who are more bald than me. So
Yeah, I don't think that has anything to do with anything. That's just like a specific gene. Like e-guides, dude. I have like a hobo beard that genuinely makes me look like 10 years older than I should be. Like a genuine like, where did they pick you up off the street, old man? like beard. Like when I trim up, I'm fine. The worst insult I've ever gotten in my life. I used to work with a honest to goodness like maybe I should stop the stream for this. I used to work with a honest to goodness like supremacist, but it wasn't a white supremacist because there could be other kinds.
yeah,
The weird like cult he was like basically said that white people all go to hell no matter what, and he would say rude shit to me because he was my chef when I worked as a waiter and a host at a restaurant. And like when you're a waiter, you're dependent on your cooks and you can't piss them off. Because if you do, they're gonna make things difficult for you and not get dishes out on time, mess stuff up. So I had to deal with it. But this guy just gave me tons of verbal guff. But one time I shaved my face because sometimes I really like when I was skinnier and I didn't worry about having a double chin. I would like shave like completely clean because I didn't like having that, especially when you're working food service. And he told me I looked like Jeffrey Dahmer the day I shaved, and there's something about something like there's something to be said about like at least your enemies tell you the truth. And I was like, I went and looked at my photo and looked at myself and I was like, fuck him, he's right. like I was like, I do look like him, Jeffrey Dahmer, and I hate that. I hate that. Shaved baby face with my long hair. Yeah. I was like, I don't know what to do with this information.
And with that interesting bit of Cloudheart lore,
Yeah, with that interesting bit of Cloudheart lore, we say adieu to you. Have a good night, everyone.
later.
Later.
see y'all next time.